everybody, and welcome to Arcadia RPG. My name is Shane Stevens, and I'm your Dungeon Master. I am joined by our beautiful players, Meredith, Brittany, and by tonight again, our wonderful guests, Ashley and Ben. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Thank you for the golf claps.
Dumbledore clap.
Dumbledore clap.
The king in that one Alice in Wonderland nobody knows about that Martin Short was in.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like Martin Short.
I don't know about it.
Deep hole.
I don't know, but I like Martin Short.
But anyway, for those of you who are watching, thank you all so much for joining us again this evening. Tonight is episode 17, so we've been officially doing this for 17 weeks, which is going on like a quarter of a year. So, been doing this for 17 weeks.
Oh.
So,
wow.
Reminiscing. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate you having you here. We're joined again by our guests, Ashley and Ben, who were awesome, joined up with us last week ended up being about almost halfway through the session.
Sorry.
It's okay.
How it goes.
It happens. But we got the
I had a lot of fun sitting here while you read books.
Second to subverting boss fights is subverting fateful encounters on our list of favorite things to do.
It's true. You guys almost just walked right through that village where the fair was going on and I could just throw that.
Oh my god, you said it was a strange fair full of carnies in the woods, Shane.
It was a good time.
Common sense says no. That's how you get robbed. And what happened to us, Shane? We got robbed.
But not by any of the carnies.
Doesn't matter, you still get robbed.
That's fair.
You always have to have sweets on you, just in case.
Sweets are important. But that being
Sweet
said,
and fault.
Yes.
Yeah.
Physics.
we'll be going through tonight and be continuing some fun with our guests.
Fine.
So I don't believe we have anything to talk about that I can think of. Albeit, we will be communicating sometime soon, hopefully. I gotta work on that hard this week, potentially the next week, about planning our Halloween special. So mark that on your calendars. If you don't have anything going on Halloween or the following week, I'll have it posted on YouTube. We'll be doing our Halloween special, murder mystery style D&D.
Murder mystery.
It'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited. We'll release details as we get into it. It should be a pretty fun session though. So probably more fun for us because I'm really excited about it. But with that, I don't think we have anything to talk about. So with that, we can jump into tonight's episode. So where we last left off, our adventurers were enjoying some time off in the city. They had
Their dates.
They had their dates. They had fought some champions and won. And they were, just enjoying their time in the city. They had freed there it is, Darius. I couldn't find his name on my sheet. They had freed Darius, subverted a murder plot, and yeah, after kind of a long time spent in the city, they're just kind of hanging out. After kind of going about their days, doing some research, playing some games, eating some food, you guys made your way back into the inn for the evening, eventually running into a couple characters that came in to talk to you, a squirrelkin and a raccoonkin, who came in, heard about your great deeds, and asked for help of a creature that snuck in from the Feywild that they needed maybe some help to subvert. They felt confident, but, help doesn't hurt. So, upon talking to you guys and you had heard whispers earlier in the day about a creature that was potentially attacking people and being first tier. Thank you for the sound effects.
Anytime.
You guys said, alright, I guess we can help with that. So, you had a long night's rest, and then set out the next day to go speak to Darius. Talking to him, he hadn't heard too much about it, but put you in the right direction, heading towards the Maple Archivist to somebody who had studied the underground root systems underneath the city. So making your way and talking to Par, I believe was his name, you learned about some potential entry points to where the creature could have, made their way in, or that you could potentially go find this creature that had buried itself underground. You made your way down to the district, failing to talk to Forbes again because the creature did burst into the middle of the underground arena, only to find that the hole that it burst into was then sealed shut. Upon learning this, though, and racking his brain, he realized there was an old tunnel system that used to be used back in the early days of the underground arena, saying, we can open it back up, They quickly got a team together. You opened up the hole and you found yourselves at a precipice. The smooth stone pathway that you guys had been led down and a set of stairs that kind of went to a dead-end brick wall had been torn down, and now you see the entrance to kind of a slightly kind of like carved ground, but really rough everywhere else cave. Approximately 10 feet wide by 12 feet tall. As you guys are looking into this precipice, you're all kind of standing there deciding what you're going to do. You hear skittering coming from deeper in the cave. So you guys find yourself standing here. It's very dark on the inside of the cave. And, what would you guys like to do?
I thought we already had started walking down in the cave.
You probably did, but I'm giving you guys the opportunity to talk about it for a minute if you need to. To get us back into the week.
Well, Daffodil's holding on to Pip's tail. We already know that because he can't see in the dark.
He's got his lantern now.
Yes, but we decided not to
use the lantern because all it does is like make us a target in the dark.
See, apparently you guys knew more than I do.
Because I have my goggles of night vision.
Okay,
Although being a target isn't the worst thing. I mean, we want this creature to find... Well, we want to find it, preferably, and...
Preferably before it finds us.
Yeah.
I don't see what the difference is.
Well,
Being prepared.
well, what if there are other things down there too? What if we
I
don't
didn't
want?
think about other things down there. Do you think there are other things down there?
Well, probably.
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Like giant ants or something.
What?
I mean, it's a tree.
Okay.
And there's a city. So
All
there should be giant
Fine,
ants,
that's
right?
fine. We're prepared
Tree,
for giant
city.
ants.
Giant ants,
We're
yes.
totally prepared for that.
The inner workings
I
of
feel-
your mind astonish me.
Thanks, Faye. Island.
This is quite adorable.
Let's continue.
Alright, so if you guys are heading down into the caves, let me get your marching order.
I'll go first.
Can I borrow a cutesy pen left?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I have regular pens too.
I don't care. Whatever works.
Wants a bunny?
So let's see. So who's going first?
She is. He is.
Bo.
Well, for being ingrained to my brain.
Alright, who wants to go behind Bo?
I will.
Okay.
Pip
So,
and
followed by
Daffodil hold up the rear because Daffodil is a hedgehog
So I guess that would put
and spiky.
Patel? Is that what you call
Lynn.
your name?
Lynn.
Lynn.
Lynette.
And in the middle.
Lindy. Yeah, Lynn will be, I guess, in the middle.
And then Pip. And then Daff.
That's good. The middle feels like a safe place to be.
Yeah, this one has too many extra sound effects to it. Give me 1 second.
Rattling chains.
There's no rattling change in this cave.
The wind blowing through.
Is
Whoosh.
Kruthic? Hanging around with Jacob Marley?
Alright, so, with that, I would like to get a perception check from the head of the group. Bo?
Yes, that's me.
Oof.
Perception. That's 9.
9. Alright, so you're heading forward confidently.
Yes.
Are you guys gonna try to sneak, or are you guys gonna try to walk at a normal pace?
Pretty normal pace.
Okay, so you guys
Sure.
start walking down deeper into this cave.
Why
You
would
feel-
why would we flee?
Yeah, there's no issues.
That's how Pip walks.
Mm-hmm.
Slap, slap.
Slap, 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 slap.
Good thing we don't have an actual frog in the group.
Flap, flap. So you guys continue down through the group,
Ooh,
through the
flap.
cave system.
That was a bet.
You head down, and as you do, Pip, you have Daffodil hanging onto your tail, and as he kind of gets darker and darker, and you guys get closer to pure blackness, he's kind of like grabbing on your tail. Like, even for you guys with dark vision, it's starting to get a little hard to see just because of the pure amount of blackness that's in this cave. You guys continue down, the scent of kind of like wet earth and like almost like kind of like disturbed wood comes to you as you are making your way deeper in the cave. Every so often you hear kind of like a chittering or like a rattling off in the distance, but you're not really sure where it's coming from. It's so echoey here in the cave.
Fantastic.
You're not really sure. And every step you take, you can kind of hear the echo out deeper into the cave.
Every so far we go, Pip is also gonna make marking into the wall, like a little slash into the side,
Okay.
so that when we come back, we can see the trail back.
Oh, that's smart. That's good. Nice. Bo, are you picking up any sort of trail?
Can I do a...
Do an investigation check.
Oh, I can. I'm actually gonna give you a little bit of inspiration.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. Just Lynn reaches behind her and pulls out like a little harp. Like, okay, yeah. Plays a little bit of a tune. It's not. She's playing it very quietly, and
It's the world's smallest harp.
Yeah.
And she's intending it to sound like inspiring and brave, but it's a little bit eerie and unsettling. But
World's
all the
creepiest
same,
song,
you
the
have
world's
a.
smallest heart.
I think they're D6s. Let me check.
So after
This is
that,
Bardic Inspiration.
so after Pip hears that
they're D8s
tune,
for me.
she
wow.
she hums
Wow,
it
look at that.
like until somebody tells her to stop or until we start fighting. So she's just gonna have that stuck in her head now.
Okay, so that's a 19 plus 21.
21. So as you're looking around with your 21, you see kind of like a wearing out on the floor for many people kind of like walking through. You don't notice too much right off. As you guys continue down the pathway a little bit, you do eventually see kind of like scrapes against the wall. You know that the creatures you're chasing are kind of insectoid but also reptilian. They have the thick kind of carapace around them. And you're kind of getting like pieces of the stone that look like they're like not naturally like cleaned off or broken off, and you kind of have a feeling that something big came through here recently.
Okay.
So as you guys continue down the path, you eventually come to a point where you have your main path that's continuing off, and then you also see a path that goes off to your right that leaves. It's about a 10-foot circumference. It's perfectly round. It's also equally dark heading looking down that direction. You guys going to continue along the path, or you guys would like to explore that?
I don't know. Are you picking up any sort of trail in a direction?
Well, I'm starting to get a feel for things. Well, we'll find it eventually, I'm confident. So, let's just pick one.
Okay.
Very well. Which one? I'm going to pull out my wand of web.
Okay. Sounds good.
What is that?
That way.
A little insurance.
Okay.
Pip says that way, and she points, and she knows that nobody can really see her at this point.
Okay.
That way.
All right, let's go. And I'll start walking in a random direction, probably towards the not on the main path, but on the newer path.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so I'm
Oh,
going
that's what I was looking for. I was trying to find something and I couldn't find it. I just did. Okay. So you guys gonna go down the new path?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast web basically at the mouth of the other path.
So you guys are gonna go down the new path.
Right.
So you're gonna cast web at the big entrance of the path that you were like you were originally heading down.
Right.
At the kind of like okay. No, she says you cast web.
Yep.
So
that makes a 15-foot sphere of webbing. Yep.
That's a thick, sticky webbing at a point twist within waves, filled 20-foot cube for the duration. The duration is an hour.
Really?
Mine says 10 minutes. Oh, that's Zone of Truth. What am I doing?
Go.
60 feet. And
Yep.
fills a 20-foot cube
Yep.
for an hour. Yep.
Or is it concentration up to an hour? So it had to be.
So it will take your concentration. Oh, it's the wand, right?
Right.
So you wouldn't. I don't think you need concentration when you're using the wand of
Right.
webs.
Since it's not like my own spell.
Yeah. Like I think
If you
can,
want the wand to be concentrated and I can't use it again, that's fine, I guess.
Well, if you use the wand of webs again, it's going to make the last wands that you did
The last web disappear.
disappear.
Okay.
So, we didn't roll for how many charges you got for the daily.
It says 7 charges.
Yeah, it has. Oh, you guys haven't used it at all yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you have 7 charges, but every day it regains extra charges back.
Oh, cool.
of the maximum of 7. So you're definitely in the max.
Yeah, I haven't touched it yet.
So you guys continue down this new path. It's about 5 foot. It's about, did I say 5 or 10 feet in diameter?
I don't know.
So I looked it up. I looked it up. It's supposed to be 5 feet.
Okay.
So it's about 5 feet in diameter. So it's just kind of big enough for you guys to be able to make it through. Some of you may be hunching over a little bit, but not really. You guys kind of make your way down this new path. Same marching order.
Yeah.
Okay, now this hole is kind of like pretty well spherical. As you guys continue through, it is made of solid rock, but it does look like it was naturally created by something, not trees, not like the cave you're originally in, but some sort of creature made this hole.
Lovely.
So you guys continue down. As you make your way down this left path, you're heading down.
Do you still have that bag that has like those creatures in it?
Yes.
That might be good later.
Yes.
Just ideas.
It's funny, I just realized that Faye has ended up with like most of the magic items.
I know. It's like I got like 2, 3 maybe. I got the cloak. I bought the dust of deliciousness.
Yep.
And then the night goggles.
Yep. Let's see a few.
Oh,
So-
and my
Coin.
coin
Point of
delving.
delving. Yeah. So you guys continue down the path. It's weird because of how it's kind of hard to walk, but you guys are able to find your footing. The ground's not moist or anything; it's just round. So as you guys continue down this path, it kind of follows kind of like a weird kind of curving pattern. It goes up and down and to the sides a little bit.
So have those.
Till eventually up ahead,
Immovable.
you guys start to hear
Sorry.
like the
I
clinking
know
of
about
metal.
this.
Okay.
So up ahead of you.
That's not the sound that we're hoping to find, right? Right?
Haven't you come in contact with the creature before?
I mean, I don't remember it sounding like clinking metal.
There's a sound up.
Then again, I wasn't really paying attention to what it sounded like at the time.
Well, weren't you studying it?
You guys were studying it? How come I don't remember any of this stuff? Because
You weren't
This
present.
was before we came to the city, child.
oh, I thought you guys had told us a lot of stuff. I don't know. I usually block a lot of stuff that people say after a while.
Me too. Shall we continue?
Well, you're leading. I can't walk any faster.
Take just a
Fair
moment
enough.
to cast Find Traps.
Okay.
I have a bad feeling.
So it's cast 5 traps. What's the range on that?
120 feet.
120 feet. All right.
A while.
You don't notice anything yet. You actually kind of look back behind you and you see the faint glowing of something, but given the general direction, you think that's your webs.
Yeah.
So you don't see anything in front of you, though. So you guys continue down the path. The sound of kind of clinking metal is kind of intermediate. It kind of like clinks a little bit and then it stops, and you hear kind of like a little bit of skittering. And it clinks a little bit.
Pip's still doing the little marks.
Yep, doing the marks and the thing. Yep. I'm gonna assume that you're gonna be doing that every so often, so that's okay. We'll keep that in the forefront if we need it later.
I just
Yep. Nope. It's good.
want to reiterate one more time.
So you guys are continuing down the path, and as you do, you're heading deeper and deeper. The sounds getting louder and louder, and eventually you notice what seems to be looking ahead. It almost looks like the cave kind of opens up a little bit into a wider area. So as you continue forward,
What's ahead?
We don't know.
Oh.
Be quiet.
Right.
Pip, is the humming part of your system? Is this like part of what you do?
No, she's just insufferable.
Okay.
That was just really a fun song. I really liked it.
All right.
so you guys can
Are you
continue as you
humming the
see.
music from Nightmare
I
Before
just
Christmas?
noticed that too.
It took you guys that long.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah.
I was wondering if anybody else noticed.
I just noticed.
Spooky.
It was like tickling the back of my mind, and then I'm just like, this is how. Wait! Yeah. All right. We can keep going, I guess.
That's good. So
Spooky-ish.
you guys continue down through the pathway. As you end up kind of coming to where the room opens up, you look inside the room, and as your eyes, you kind of adjust to the new size of the space. It's a decent sized cavern. It kind of like continues up in like a long ways, and it like kind of kind of like flattens out in this area, and then almost looks like another pathway kind of went off to your right, but slowly tapers off. Looks like to be an old root canal, basically.
Ouch.
So not the teeth kind, but the root kind, the tree kind. So as you guys are looking into the space, you see what seems to be a pile of like broken metal off to one corner of the room, and you see another kind of a similar 5-foot hole digging out of a path across from you through the room.
Can I do an investigation to see if this seems like the same creatures creating these paths, and if it might be the one we're after?
That would be more animal handling.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want to roll an animal handling check.
That's a 17.
17. You assume, like looking at the creature's kind of biology, and which little you know about the details of the creature and your upbringing, you would know that they were able to like create tunnels like this. So.
I found another one of its tunnels.
Oh, we're actually on the right track?
Well, yes.
Oh, good.
I would lead us on the right track.
Oh, yeah, not that I doubted you at all.
Of course.
Yeah.
What's that over there? The thing that looks kind of like metal-y?
I assume that's metal.
I
Yeah,
want to go look at that.
but we were hearing metal clinking, so...
So it was probably the metal.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm gonna walk
But in my
towards
experience, metal doesn't move often on its own.
it. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that.
walk towards it.
Oh,
Okay. So you walk over towards.
With Daff on his tail.
wow. Pip and Daff are really brave.
I'm also brave.
Daph's
I'm
like,
gonna walk with them.
what? Pip, where are we going?
Shh, we're going on an adventure. Okay,
What-
let's try
but
to be sneaky.
in the cave. Oh.
Daff, let's be sneaky.
Okay. So roll stealth. Somebody roll for Daff, please.
She wants me.
I'm gonna follow them too.
Okay, so you can roll stealth as well. If you like.
Oh, what's Daffodil's stealth
Nat 20,
modifier?
of course.
Do you want me to find anybody or?
Does
Probably
that
might
matter
load
for
faster for
this?
you than for me.
13.
Faye is also going to ready an action to use Guiding Bolt from a safe distance, just in case.
Okay. So Daffodil's stealth modifier is
It's going to be like +7.
plus 9.
Hey, 20!
20. Okay.
I rolled a
So
13.
20, 13, natural 20?
Natural 20, so 24.
They sneak.
So you guys are quiet. So as you guys kind of head off, you were louder standing by the door than you were like getting over to this pile.
Love it.
As you guys get closer and closer to this pile, it's approximately 50 feet away from you. You get closer, and you notice that what you thought was broken metal is actually broken armor. And not only is it broken armor, it's also broken people.
I mean, I don't know
You
this,
find
but
what seems to be a couple of the guards, about 3 of them to be exact, broken, bloody, and armor torn to shreds.
So, like, fully dead?
Like fully dead.
Okay. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So what is your guys'
So Daff cannot see that at all, can he?
he cannot. He's blind. What's your guys' passive perceptions?
15.
17.
17, 15,
I perceive.
13.
13. Alright, and Daff.
Oh, that's right.
He's
I got
blind.
it pulled
Thanks.
up.
Because it's not, because it's
Get on the
dark.
tablet. This was
So
from, like,
Daffodil's
2012.
passive perception
wow.
is 10,
Yeah.
but he's blind, so it doesn't matter, actually. So
This is 0 right now.
as you guys are standing there kind of looking at these, like, broken guard bodies, Bo, you notice a bunch of little small 2-foot diameter holes leading away from the metal.
Babies.
Like, just.
There's like 4 of them to be exact.
Babies. Or giant ants. Giant ants!
As you notice this,
Baby monster.
As you notice this, you see at the end of one of the
Giant
holes, you notice something.
Prepare yourselves.
All of
everyone.
a sudden, out of the holes, you hear and like these 4 small size Kruthuks jump out at you, and I need you all to roll initiative.
We
Guiding
have to-
bolt.
We have to fight baby monsters?
Yes, you'll get your surprise round, and you can do guiding bolt.
No,
What do you
20.
think is going
Okay.
on over there? Do you think
No.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh my god, Daffodil got a nat friggin' 20!
Give me a
did
second,
I.
give me a second.
So did I.
Shit, you can't even see anything.
I thought my 17 was good, but okay.
Daffodil got a natural 20.
I got a 10.
10.
Yeah.
So if you add my initiative, I got 30.
Good roll. I finally get a 20, and it's for him. God damn it.
Honestly, if you add my roll, it's a 30.
Ew.
Okay, what did you guys get? Ow.
Little poor
Oh,
guy. He has like the little demon horns.
I have a 13.
I have a 21.
So 21 and 13.
Excuse me.
It's much louder than the last one was.
Yep.
Alright, let me roll for the Crufix. They did not get a surprise round on you guys, because you noticed them.
But I'm also very far away.
Oh gosh, Pip has an idea.
Oh no.
That
Alright,
is
so with that,
probably good.
Daffodil gets to go first!
Really?
I get a surprise
I
round,
have Shane. I rolled a nat 20, and I have my initiative is 10.
Oh, you also rolled a natural.
I also
Oh.
rolled a nat 20.
You didn't say natural 20, you said 30.
I said nat 20.
I missed
I
that
said
part.
that 4 times.
I missed it.
I said it bigger.
So, what's your dexterity
did.
bonus?
+5.
Okay, you do get to go first.
Thank you. I thought so.
Oh, I can switch to combat cam!
Fancy.
So, Pip is going to grab one of the vials or jars of lamp oil and splash it on them. And then she's going to use her striker flame to ignite the lamp oil
You're going to ignite the lamp oil.
that I threw over the bodies and the little bug creatures.
Okay.
And then Daffodil will be able to see.
Exactly. And
What
hopefully
are you going to
damage
use to
them.
light the oil?
Like I said, I have a striker flame.
Okay. Roll me a general dexterity check to see in your moment of surprise how well you're able to use the striker flint, because it's not necessarily easy.
It's a +5.
13?
Okay, you rolled over a 10. That's what I was looking for. So you managed to strike it, and you activate the fire. So with that,
Was that 2 actions, did you say?
yeah, so you'd have to use your action research for that.
That's right. We get 2 actions now. Oh, I don't.
I do.
So,
Fine.
so with that, let's see how much damage you take.
Now Daff can actually see, so he can attack.
Yay. Good for him.
So, as you light the fire and you do manage to catch all the Kruthiks in it because they're kind of jumping out at you, you manage to deal 8 points of damage to the majority of them.
Yay.
Cool.
So,
More
they are hissing in pain. Also, Faye was holding on to an action, I believe.
Yes.
So you can go ahead and do that as well.
All right.
You should have done that first, but it's okay.
We'll just say she was really good.
That's fair.
I'm just really happy I was able to use that
Okay.
lamp oil.
Oh yeah, it's gonna work.
My angle is just a little off for my combat tracker. I don't know how that happened. Oh, there we go. That's better. So what now? Do you hit? Or what'd you roll?
25.
25. Is that what you use again?
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. So it's spell attack. So 25 to hit. That hits.
Yep.
Which one do you want to hit? The one on the far right? The one next to it? The one next
The
to it? or
one
in the middle?
farthest away from the center of the flame.
Okay, so one to the far right and the far left.
We'll go towards the right.
Fair. Okay, do it.
8, 10, 11.
11 points of damage. So with that, as you you see the
Gone.
creatures jump out, Pip immediately pulls out her oil, sprays it over the creatures, and lights something. In the nick of time, with that, they all start screeching in horrible pain. The bodies also light, which causes the extra damage, and the smell starts to waft up. With that, then Faye, you launch your guiding bolt, and it catches the one on the right-hand side, and it falls over dead. as it kind of like curls up and falls dead.
Sorry.
That's about appropriate. Pip, was there anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
That was all I could do. I did my 2 actions.
Okay. Daffodil's blind.
No,
Well, no, there's fire now.
Oh, there's fire now. You're right. Okay.
Because I'm smart.
Yep. So with that,
Jack can actually turn attack without disadvantage.
So, well, he wasn't going to be able to attack at all. So with the light, he's like, oh my god! He's kind of like, he takes a second because he's been in the darkness the whole time. But he does see the creatures, and he's going to go ahead and make an attack. He's going to kind of jump back and use his crossbow, which he rolled a natural 1. So he misses.
Useless.
He's going to kind of step back a little ways and kind of hang back next to
But
the tree.
useless.
Next up,
He's been in prison.
is Bo.
Okay. How close together are the 3 baby monsters?
Pretty close together.
It's like,
Their holes weren't very far apart.
okay.
They kind of like hid behind the bodies as they kind of like dug holes through. Then they jumped out at you.
Wow, child, I am quite impressed with you. Here, this should help you both out. I'll cast Fairy Fire
Okay.
on them.
Is that a area of effect?
Yes.
Okay.
20 feet. They need to make dex saving throws.
Okay, so one rolled a 22.
Okay.
The other one rolled 17. And then the last one on the far left rolled a 12.
Okay, that one fails.
Okay, so,
One miss.
That one starts to glow with
Uh-huh.
purple light.
yep.
And now everyone can see them. There's fire anyway, but
Yep.
so they're outlined with purple light, and you have advantage if you try to hit that one.
Neat.
Okay,
And that's my turn.
alright. That brings us up next on the list is Faye.
All right, so
Go.
how far away am I from all this? Because the last thing was a really long range.
I was like, you're like 50, 55, 50 feet.
Cool. Toll the Dead will work on whichever one will give advantage. I wasn't listening.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
so the one on the far left that has advantage?
Yep.
Okay, so is that's a save though, isn't
Yep. Oh, that's right. So it doesn't matter.
it? Yep.
A waste.
Yeah, it rolled like a 6.
Cool.
So,
On.
you want to roll damage?
Yep.
I'll say you attack the one in the middle.
9.
Alright, that puts the damage.
Sad.
That one is you kind of toll the dead, that one again falls over, dead. It is now the Kruthik's turn. So the 2 surviving Kruthiks are going to be like reeling in agony. They're going to need to roll dexterity saving throws to try to get out of the fire. And one of them failed. So one of the middle just kind of like and kind of like falls over dead.
Lamp oil. So good. Physics. Ha!
The last one on the left side charges out at you. I'm trying to think. He's going to charge out at Pip because you're the closest.
Yep.
So it's going to run towards you, and it is going to do its slash attack. Or stab attack. That's a 15 to hit.
Misses.
Okay.
Then
So
I would
it-
like to use an opportunity. So I'm gonna a reaction. Yeah, I mean.
Yep.
So. Use my repose.
Okay.
So just. 21 to hit.
21 to hit. That hits. Roll your damage.
Okay. Okay. That's going to be 19 points of damage.
All right. As that one kind of stabs out at you, you're like, oh no, you didn't. And you kind of reach back and you find the perfect hole in its chitinous armor, and you pierce right through, getting it through the heart, and it falls over dead. So all 4 of the Kruthiks are dead.
Cool.
Upon killing the last one, and
big
listening in the
one's
room, all of a sudden you hear. You hear the
Jumanji
slamming
drums.
of steel-sounding chitinous feet as they pile through that hole across on the other side of the room.
They?
It enters. Sorry, it.
Okay.
Enters a much larger cruise that barely fits through the 5-foot diameter hole, and it comes out and it lets out this monstrous dragon-like roar, and it comes at you guys. So it's going to.
Can I do something though?
You already used your reaction.
I know, but I'm saying like when Pip killed it,
Uh-huh.
can she have like tossed it away from the fire? Like,
Okay, sure.
okay, cool.
Is that important?
For me, yes. Because I want her to take it, bring it back, so then it can be like, okay, look at this dead thing.
Souvenirs!
No, be like, hey,
But-
let's bring it to
I
the.
narrated that you stabbed it right through, so I could say you stabbed it through with your rapier and you kind of like, whoof, and you kind of like shoveled it out of there.
Yeah, because I'm like, I think it'd be great because Pip could take it back and then we can study it.
And find out if it's expensive. Like the snail was.
So this one, it's going to come, seeing that you guys have killed its young, it's going to start running over towards Ashley, since you're the closest to that entrance.
Okay.
And it's going to run over and make, actually, it's going to start by making a stab attacking the you, which is going to be a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Then it's going to go ahead and use its spike and attack Daffodil. Oh no, Daffodil moved away. So it's going to be Pip and Bo that are close up. So he's going to use spike attack and attack
Pip.
Pip.
Uh-huh. Grab it, Brittany!
No!
You want to use it?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I did. I got my little evil goblin hands
Roll
all
a 20
over
to
it.
hit.
No!
You didn't
Oh,
hold
but-
it for long.
No!
Yeah, roll a 15.
Okay, at least it wasn't like a
What-
nat
what
20
did you
because
roll?
that would
20.
just be like
20 to hit.
Yeah.
awful.
Okay, so that is going to be. As he kind of like. He reaches forward and stabs towards Bo and manages to kind of graze against her. He then kind of like roars up, and as he does, a spike shoots out of his back and heads over towards your direction. And it deals 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that it is now. He was rolled in the initiative to start.
Oh.
So it is now. Nope, it's Lynn's turn.
Right.
Lynn have just been through a roller coaster. These creatures have popped out of the ground and then been immediately slain by this very effective group. And then just as Lynn have gone to congratulate them, this giant thing comes out of nowhere and attacks.
Yep.
I'm going to run up a little closer to where everyone is. I don't want to get too close to this thing though, but I'm going to concentrate my energy for a moment, and Lynn's appearance changes a bit.
Uh-huh.
For just a brief moment, her like raccoon fur turns silver, and her eyes turn like little green pools. She says, "It's all right. We can deal with this." And a surge of energy moves out, and each of you gain 8 temporary hit points.
Wow, nice.
And if you would like, you can use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. You don't have to, but if you want to.
Nice.
I
what was that?
will use that to move away from the creature.
Okay, so you can move away from the creature up to your movement speed.
Yep.
Do you want to move like towards the wall? Do you want to move back towards the entrance you guys came in from?
Where's Pip?
Pip is near you.
Okay.
So you're kind of like closest to the other path because you guys are marching, heading towards this. So the pile of metal was across the way from you and slightly off to the left from the other pathway. So as you guys move forward, you are closer to the door. Pip is a little bit farther away from you, approximately 5 to 10 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna move back to be like right behind Pip.
Okay, so you move back behind Pip. Okay.
Not behind directly, but to the side.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright.
Anything else, Ben?
Well, and then Lynn's,
Or
Lynn's form sort of returns a bit, and she looks at this giant, horrific thing, and okay, I'm going to try to weave some illusions in its mind.
all right.
I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force at it.
All
I
right.
want you to make a intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, because it's going to be really smart. Let's see. It rolled a non-natural 1.
All right. So I like reach into its mind and I place an illusion there
Okay. What do you like
that
to
only
see?
it can see of a whole bunch of like little tiny raccoons with ears, like really tiny raccoons that have all like run up and start like jabbing at it from
The
behind.
raccoons of Lilliput.
Yeah.
Just picturing like the Ewoks prodding it like
Yeah.
Yeah.
a freaking walker.
Yeah.
Does it deal psychic damage? If I remember correctly.
It does, because in its mind, this damage it's receiving is real.
100%.
So it takes 4 points of psychic damage
All right.
and believes that a horde of tiny raccoons have come to assault it.
Just
Love
like
it.
me at work.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. So next up, it goes up to Pip.
Alright. Pip is gonna run up to it and try to slash it.
Okay. So you run up to it and make an attack. Go ahead.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. 13 points of damage.
All right. 13 points of damage. Good job. So you run up to it and you slash through it with your rapier, dealing 13 points of damage.
I'm gonna attack it again.
Okay.
It's got 2 attacks.
You do have 2 attacks. These are level 5.
Ooh!
Oh, that's gonna hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay. Roll your damage.
And that's 13 yet again.
All right. 13. And so you run up for it, and you kind of with 2 quick slashes, you cut through some of its forelegs, dealing a massive amount of damage. You see it start bleeding from multiple spots.
Yeah, she's just trying to go for one leg.
Okay.
Like,
Going
she's
for
trying to,
I say with that, you kind of like hack one leg off.
yes! Now it can't move as easily.
So, all right. Then anything else, Pip?
No.
Okay. It's next up to Bo.
No.
Daffodil.
Daff. Sorry. It threw me off because Daff is first in my order and I can't change it now.
Ah.
So I'm forever looking at Daff first and then you. So it's throwing me off.
Sorry.
It's okay. Not your fault. I didn't hear you say natural 20. So Daffodil is going to wow. Yeah, he's gonna use his crossbow. So somebody roll me for Daffodil. Better to have one of you guys do it because it's probably
5.
5. That's not gonna hit, unfortunately. So he only gets 1 attack per
You get
action.
extra in jail. Now you don't get to see the light anymore, Daffodil.
Daff tries.
He's gonna head back towards the other hole and he's gonna try to take a hide action. So somebody else roll for him. Sorry, not me.
14.
14.
Plus
Alright.
whatever.
Yeah, plus 9. So he's pretty well hidden.
That should work.
You guys see his like Daft like and it fades back in the shadows. He's on. So dang it, I keep bringing Bo, you're up.
Okay. How high are the ceilings?
The ceiling in here you cannot see the top of.
Quite high.
In this
could be
particular
really high or it
room.
could just be really dark.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I will cast first Hunter's Mark
Okay.
on these. Basically, just gives me advantage on, I think, wisdom checks on it, and deals an extra 1d6 damage to it.
Okay.
There you go.
And then I'll attack it.
Sounds good.
That's a 16 to hit.
That unfortunately does not hit.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay.
Are you a 5th level? Do you have 2 attacks? Do rangers get 2 attacks?
I don't know.
It should say so at the top of your attack. Oh, here I can look at your character sheet. I'm sorry. I forgot you're using that thing. Let's see.
It's bonus, like.
The bonus.
Yeah, 2. You get another action. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
make another attack.
Yay. That's an 18.
That will just hit.
Okay, I'll take it. So that's 14 points of damage.
Okay, 14 points of damage. So with that, so you pull back and you shoot one arrow, and as you do, it kind of like moves its head just in time, and it bounces off its carapace. But as it kind of looks back up and goes to roar at you, you shoot another arrow, and it goes up through the top of its mouth into its skull, and it falls over dead.
Oh, shit.
Yes, well, you're welcome, everyone.
Away, I guess.
Oh,
Too easy for me, but glad you were here to see it.
oh, wow. Alright. I'm gonna run up to it. Does it look like the one that we've been tracking?
You look at it. Roll me a. You can do animal handling or perception. Your choice.
They are both the same for me. I have no idea. 6.
6. Okay. Yeah. Not really sure.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Does the bodies that Pip set on fire, does it look like they're actually continuing to burn?
They're at this point they're starting to putter out. Like the initial burst, like in the lamp oil, set their like clothing and things on fire and their flesh, so it's starting to smell really bad in there. Like the smell of burnt hair and burnt flesh in their clothes, but it's starting to kind of peter out now as you guys have been fighting for a few seconds.
Okay.
So the initial burst of flame is starting to kind of.
Because either Pip wants to try to burn them completely to kind of cremate them respectfully, or wait for them to cool off, try to find anything on them that might be able to be markers.
Your choice.
Bring them back. So
The flames are starting to peter out. It didn't do much to the steel, but the clothing that they were wearing underneath their armor and everything else is kind of burnt.
okay. She's going to wait for it to cool down for a little bit, and then she's going to try to find markers and
Sounds
try
right.
to bring them back. Anything. And then maybe bury them.
Okay.
Well, that's good. You guys did great. We may have just solved our problem.
And
But I don't like... Oh?
And with that,
Okay.
as soon as those words leave your mouth, you hear a deep and guttural roar coming from deeper into the cave system.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Now, do you think this is
I was going to give it a second, but since you said the perfect thing.
Do you think that's an unrelated beast, or should we go kill that too?
Well, we should probably kill it too.
Alright.
I mean, we shouldn't have, beasts, be underneath, a capital. That's not responsible.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, whatever this problem is, we should fix it. There were already more of these here than I thought there would be.
Well, they were little evil babies, so yeah.
Yeah, but we were just tracking one. I don't know where the other ones came from.
Probably the same place where the first one came from.
Well, I don't think so.
Pretty sure that was only one that came here. That we were tracking, at least.
Well,
So
He's
I'd like
implying
you,
that it's also a fake.
I would
creature.
like you two to roll history checks for me.
because Pip has been listening a little bit to hearing that fey creatures, possible fey creature, fey
So-
creature.
8 for me.
8.
11 for me. I don't know.
No, cool.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So, they're probably fey creatures, right, Faye? Am I right? Did I hear right?
There's no way for us to know until we check it out.
Oh,
They are Fae.
well, they aren't fey in nature.
Right.
The one that we were tracking did come from the Feywild, but it's not native to it.
But it's not native to this place either.
No.
So it came from somewhere else.
Yeah.
So if it came from somewhere else, all of these must have come from somewhere else. And if there's
Not necessarily.
Oh, they came from the same place. Oh, what I'm saying is they didn't come from here. So they probably came from the same place. Or a place similar to that place.
We have no knowledge
Like
of
that
any
flail
indigenous
snail.
monsters to Moontop.
Like the flail snail.
Very possible.
Well,
And the army that we fought. I'm thinking something like that probably happened.
You might be digging too deeply into the narrative. First, we ought to check it out.
Am I?
Back up.
Am I?
So we're gonna head towards the sound.
But before Pip's
Before Pip can just... Oh, you wanna
Pip's gonna go over,
save your souvenirs.
pick up the dead one, and be like, "Hey Faye, do you have room in your pouch?"
I don't think so. Do I have
So
room in a pouch?
So
tiny dead.
you have
Dead demon ant?
you have the 2 pouches, which have approximately, if I remember correctly, I dimmed them to be 4 square feet a piece.
Oh, damn,
like
I
by
do
like
have room.
4 square feet by 4 square feet. And the hole is only about 2.5 square feet wide. So
How big are the baby creatures?
barely over 2.5 square feet.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, it won't fit.
Tragic.
Wait. Do you think you could put my stuff in my pack in there so I can carry it in my pack?
You could try.
You could just leave it here and we can get it on the way out.
No. I'll forget or something will eat it. So she just like starts
Emptying out her bag.
Alright, so all your stuff.
so then she can put the dead
To be
fish
fair, you
in
have
her
the
bag.
2 pouches and they're separate. You can give her one of the pouches.
Yeah, but it still won't fit in the pouch. Oh, I can just hand
I'm
it.
saying
Alright,
like
we're good.
I'm putting.
I know, but I'm just handing
I'm
the pouch
just-
so I don't have to hold it.
Yeah. So I have all my stuff in a pouch now,
Yeah.
and then the dead bug in my
your
bag.
backpack. Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, why do you want that?
Well, it's a creature, right? It's an evil creature, and like usually people are very interested in evil creatures that we find, like the flail snail and different things like that. So we can go and talk to like Fremel or any person in the Maple Archivist who are very into this sort of thing, and see if they can find out more information about it.
Oh, okay. Great.
Just seeing the manticore head.
More information is good. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So with that, you guys want to continue down the passway?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys kind of creep over it, and you kind of get a better look at this creature now that it's dead, and the smaller ones, you guys are kind of like courteously making your way around it. Like, this isn't more of an insectoid creature; it's more of a like lizard creature that like grows this natural chitin carapace over its body in different joints, and kind of its legs come down to these sharp points that are just reinforced with extra carapace, and it has these spikes that kind of come out of its head, neck, and back. And it is truly a horrifying creature, mostly teeth. You actually don't see any eyes that you can really see.
Before we leave,
Mhm.
Pip is also gonna like stab it again, just because it hurt her.
You spitefully stab it. The leg moves a little bit. You stab it again. The leg doesn't move anymore.
They're like swish.
Child, I killed it.
Dessert texture. Pink. One word like jab.
I lied. You do see its eyes. I forgot what it looks like. But they're kind of weird looking eyes. Alright, so with that, you guys can continue down the path.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys continue down this like kind of formed pathway as you do. You guys, you heard that initial.
It's oddly kind of comforting.
You guys heard that initial roar, and as you guys continue down, it is now all quiet in front of you. As you guys continue, the smell of kind of like burnt flesh and hair kind of lingering behind you. You guys are leaving behind you. You guys continue down this path. You follow it a little ways in the similar kind of curvy pattern until eventually it emerges into a more natural cavern like the one you were originally in. You see it kind of intersects with it and then continues through. But the path, you have a path now that goes to the left and to the right.
Yet again, like I said, mark.
Yeah, you're marking.
Okay.
Yep, you're good. So you have options. You guys can go left, right, or straight. You can go through and continue following the creature's kind of like dugout trail. Take a right down a kind of a bigger, wider, like more natural path, or left down that same path.
Do you have any ideas?
Can I investigate to see if there's any, like, if any of the markings look especially fresh, or...
Yes, you can make an investigation check.
I got a 15.
15? You notice, you see obviously with the path going forward, that's evidence of a creature going that direction. You also see evidence of creatures using this pathway. More so than just like your normal everyday, like people like walking from times past, but you see like kind of like little like breaking of stone and like little puncture marks up and down the pathway. That would be probably similar to the ones that the creature would make.
Okay, then I'll point them out and just say, this way, I think, is the correct way to go.
Okay.
Very well. I'm going to pull out the wand of web again and get the two that we're not taking.
Okay, so you can
Just for insurance.
you squeeze those two off, and Pip's marking the path as you guys go. So you guys?
Is everyone feeling all right after that last fight?
Oh, actually, the one with web spell being concentration, I would think if you cast a new web spell, it would cover over the previous web spell. Let me read that.
Oh, as I can only do one at a time.
Because it's concentration,
Mm-hmm.
the web spell in particular, so... So, like, I wouldn't... I'm not sure.
It does not say. But yeah,
It does not
concentration
say,
and-
but I know that web spell is a concentration spell. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead since it's a magical item. I'll allow you to do multiple
Cool.
spells. So, because charges are kind of like limiting. It's just, yeah. And I'll do more research, but for now, I'm gonna allow that.
Cool.
You block off the paths. All right, so you guys can continue down this main pathway.
Yep.
So you follow through the pathway, and this one isn't quite as twisty and turvy. It seems like kind of a more magical, kind of used pathway. As you guys continue down, you eventually see a bunch of more of those small holes kind of like intersecting with this pathway. The little 2.5 ones. You see kind of spots where they go in, multiple sections in the hallway, up, down, all over the place. Probably been practicing tunneling, who knows. You guys continue down the pathway. Eventually, you start seeing some more 5-foot holes. They start coming in kind of like angles. Like, as you look down the holes, they kind of like leaning towards the direction that you're going as you continue down this path. You kind of find two, kind of jagged in their placement, but you can see one from the other. As you come across one, you kind of look down and see it's kind of like aiming in your general direction, and you then see another one down that's doing the same thing. Do you guys want to investigate either one of those, or do you guys want to continue?
I don't know. The creature we were following has only been here for a day, right? These are a lot of tunnels. I'm worried about... I don't like this.
My sentiments exactly.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you're afraid, you don't have to follow.
Oh, well, I mean... No. No, I mean...
Dixie! Sorry.
I mean, it's... I need to be here to fix this. Yeah.
Fix what?
Cool.
What? Cool. What do you need to fix?
I mean...
I apologize.
The audience watching this is just seeing me make weird faces in their direction.
I'm sorry. I heard the puppy dog getting into mischief downstairs.
Well, I'm just gonna, like, turn and whisper into my hand.
Uh-huh.
And just message spell into Bo's head.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, well, I mean, they're helping us, and they're helping to solve our problem. We might as well tell them, right? They're gonna be cool about this.
I'm just gonna send back, you are totally not playing it cool.
Okay, so the reason that we're following this thing, it's kind of because I messed up. So,
You summoned the creature.
well, I didn't summon it, but Bo and I, we have a job.
We
We're-
have a job of the highest importance.
What is this high important job?
We are crossing guards.
Yeah,
To where?
to the Feywild. There's a passing to the from the Dawnwood into the Feywild, and we joined up with the group that's been guarding it, and I don't know, I guess maybe we let the thing get a little closer than we should have, and couldn't actually stop it when it came through, and...
Well, I could have stopped it if I was...
But you didn't.
But I could have if it had not been for all the distractions going on.
I mean, yeah. It's mostly my fault. I mean, I just wanted to see some sort of creature from the Feywild, and I was sure that it would have been fine, whatever came through, and I didn't expect that. And then it just ran right through, and I didn't know what to do, and we've been following it for 3 days, and please don't tell anyone.
Well, who would we tell? We just tell the whole city, but I don't think that they
Don't tell the whole city.
But I don't know if they would know your boss if you have a boss. I mean, your crossing guards? The only place I've seen crossing guards were near...
have a boss.
The only place that I know crossing guards were near a school, and that wasn't very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Well, my uncle happens to be one of the heads of our group.
Which is...
Crossing Guards of Oxnia.
Do I know anything about that?
Roll a history check.
They're crossing guards.
I know.
We definitely are.
Oh,
Wow, that's so lame.
What kind of check is this?
History?
Do I get advantage on this?
Why?
Because of all of my book learning?
No, not for this.
God damn. 6.
So the only crossing guards that Pip knows are usually people who
Not
can't
familiar.
usually hold a job. Those are the crossing guards back at where are we
Mapleton?
from? Mapleton. Yeah.
Is that the official title?
Oxnia Crossing Guards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the official
But
title.
who's your uncle?
Why? Is that weird?
Yes.
Oh.
Reginald Oxnia.
So they're named after him. That's stupid.
After us. Yes.
No wonder you didn't kill it.
Excuse me?
Well, you're a crossing guard. You're not allowed to kill things. You're supposed to protect everything.
I think you might have some sort of fundamental misconception about this.
While they're having this scintillating conversation, I'm going to essentially look around at those two jagged paths to see if anything, like, jumps out at me. Metaphorically speaking.
Not literally.
Well, so, like, the pathways.
If it seems, like, particularly roughed up, or if, like...
Roll an animal handling or a nature check.
Nature check.
Yeah.
21.
So, looking at this pathway, it kind of looks like you're kind of getting the sense that, like, looking at some of the rocks scattered, like it was tunneled going away from the place you're going to. Almost like to kind of set, like, to continue to, like, build space. You sense that they're coming from a centralized location.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, they're having a church service.
What kind of church do you go to that this is what you think from that?
I don't know.
I'm judging.
Come on!
Harshly.
We're in a pandemic. The only large gatherings are churches, okay? Give me a break. And even that's not a large gathering. You gotta give me a break there.
I'll give you a break. First, I'll break your legs.
I thought we were gonna
I'll
get
break
like
your
a
arms.
bar.
Alright. So,
This appears, if I may interrupt this scintillating conversation, to be tunneling away from a centralized location.
Okay.
Oh. Like, there's a lot of them all gathered in a place and they're spreading out?
Highly possible.
That's what a
Okay.
centralized location is, Lynn.
Okay, well...
Maybe you let out a big one.
We only let one through, so...
Maybe it was a female.
I'll allow one more history check from you two.
Sure.
Second chance?
We really want this
As
to
you guys
happen.
are really starting to think about it.
If you're gonna do it, I'm just gonna pass inspiration over to you.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Great.
Yeah, there we go.
So that's a
Mhm.
20... Nope, 19.
19. Alright, so, with your background in the guild, and your knowledge because you're part of the family,
Yes.
you know that you cover as many kind of crossings as you can. This one, you guys more recently found out about. It's been in the last few months, but it hasn't been like as you guys discovered it and have been trying to set stuff up. It hasn't been the most particularly well watched, and your uncle, upon studying the crossing, thinks it may have been open for a while. So take that background information. Take that kind of as you're thinking about this and recollecting. Who knows what happened before you guys started watching this pathway.
Okay. So, we were more recently put on this job. And the portal that we are in charge of hasn't always been in such good hands, and also hasn't been, well, my good hands at least. Hasn't always been...
She grabs her hands.
Oh, yes.
Them.
And then, okay.
She's inspecting them while you're talking.
Nice. Okay. And so, who knows?
Oh, I don't like that.
So who knows what may have taken place before I began guarding this pathway, and before we even discovered it. It may have been open for centuries. It's hard to tell. So these other creatures may have found their way through before we were here. It could be thousands of them, really.
So my question is, why are you called crossing guards when you're more like border control?
Well, because we guard the crossing.
It's not
between
a border.
this realm and the Feywild.
But it's more like a border, because a crossing guard, you're trying to protect, and you're not trying to hurt or kill, and usually they give that job to people who are drunks or can't hold a job.
I have
Which
no idea what you're
makes
talking
sense
about.
of what you guys are, I guess, but
Excuse
I'd
me.
like to take this moment to cast augury.
What's augury do?
Foreknowledge. Basically, receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action.
Just strangle Pip.
Are we going to find a nest?
Okay, I'm pulling up the spell. Okay, so you're gonna cast augury.
Basically, if I go down there, is it going to be good,
Okay, so
real bad?
Are you gonna cast it instantly, or are you gonna ritual cast it?
I have no idea.
If you have-
it says instantaneous for the one I've got.
Yes, but it also has a little R next to it,
Okay.
so you can ritual cast it.
Which will do something different?
It'll just
So,
take 10
It'll make it
minutes.
take longer, but it won't use a spell slot.
Oh.
Yeah, so it'll take 10 minutes.
Alright, we will save the spell slot and take 10 minutes.
Okay.
So you sit
We
down,
have 10 minutes.
you start kind of, whatever you use to cast your augury spell.
I'll have to think about that.
Divining tool. We'll let you figure that out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Do you guys want to do anything while you see her sit down and start casting a spell?
That's
going
right,
to
I didn't
give
tell you what I was doing.
Tip a long lecture on the history of the crossing guards, why they are important, all the lives we've saved.
And Pip will give you a long history of the crossing guards in Mapleton. And why they were shit.
So you guys
And why
have
they were pointless.
you guys have your long argument back and forth as you both try to loudly give a lecture to the other person.
Loudly, love that.
Just over Faye's head.
Over Faye.
Just kind of how we are.
No, she goes over and covers Faye's ears,
So,
trying to let her focus.
I'm just
So-
gonna settle in with Daff off on the side.
What is the specific course of action
Daff can't
you want
see
to ask
anything
about? Is it
still.
moving forward?
Yeah, moving forward to this, what we assume to be the central location.
That's
Good
why
results being it is not a nest, or the number is like either nothing there or like a very small number. Bad being as many as us or more.
I don't know where it went.
Great.
Okay.
Okay. Excuse me, I'm just going downstairs.
No wonder you're not cool. Crossing guards aren't cool.
We are super cool and save lives
Too cool.
every day.
Wheel and woe.
Oh, I don't like that.
Taking in the information I have, that's the best option
Yep.
I can give you. As you sit down and you finish casting your spell and you cast your divining tools, it comes up with what we'll determine later to be bad and good, but basically a skull and a sun.
I don't have any specifics,
It's better than nothing, so.
but yeah. But there is definitely a fight waiting for us at the end of this corridor.
Brilliant.
Prepare yourselves.
I am always prepared for battle,
Huh.
as are all the crossing guards, except maybe Lynn, but
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that.
See, I think you're more border patrol. If you say border patrol, you sound cooler.
it's not a border. It's a crossing between dimensions.
Alright.
Well, Pip, I mean, if you want to go and talk to Mr. Oxmia sometime and tell him to change the name, you're more than welcome to do so.
Alright, I'm going to! I'm gonna persuade him! I'm gonna put that as one of my goals.
I was about to say, make sure you write down that as a note, because I will not remember.
But, personal favor, don't mention to him that we let a thing through.
Change name.
Yeah, that's the second most important part of that. The most important part is where you don't tell him that we let a thing through.
Oh, she'll forget most of that.
Okay, good. It's
What am I
weird
gonna
that-
forget? I don't forget anything. I'm like it.
So as
What
you
are
guys
those
are
big things that are gray that have huge trunks called?
as you guys are having this conversation, you hear darker down the path, you hear some scraping sounds, some kind of like lizardy kind of like talking sounds. You also hear like ripping sounds of like almost like cloth being ripped.
Lizardy talking sounds like Faye.
No.
Okay. Okay, thank you. You made your point!
Wow, it sounds like my brothers when they're eating.
Yeah, or you can picture like Velociraptor from Jurassic Park kind of sounds.
Wow, it sounds like my brothers when they're eating.
I did not prepare any, like, area of influence spells. Great. This is gonna go fantastic. Alright.
Alright. Oh, I meant to ask before, but after that, we're heading into more danger. After that last fight, is everyone feeling okay? Does anyone...
It scraped me, but I'll live.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I mean, thank you for the extra. Like, I feel a little stronger.
How long do the temporary hit points
I
last?
checked. It doesn't give them an end time. So I
Next long
imagine
rest.
they just
Okay,
stick around
yeah.
until like a long, maybe a short rest. I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll give it to a long rest. So until you use them,
Or
until
until
you
you-
long rest.
Get hit.
Yeah.
Or
Because-
gain more temporary
That
hit
won't
points.
happen.
Because
We
now
don't get
I
hit.
have
Not even
47 hit points.
Good to know the
Oh,
upper
wow.
limit of what
That are
That's pretty good.
out of like 6 that were taken away.
Mhm.
So I am a happy, healthy Audica.
Alright.
Alright, so you guys want to start making your way down the pathway?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys, what is the order? Same as before or different?
Same.
Same.
So you guys continue to make your way down this pathway. As you guys do, you eventually see the cave starting to lighten slowly. You notice around you, you see this kind of green glowing like moss growing around some of the edges of the cave as it starts to lighten ever so much.
Pip's gonna take a sliver, stick it in her pouch.
Easy enough. You have a sliver of green glowing moss. Great. So you guys continue down the path. Eventually you see where ahead, where the cave kind of starts widening, and you see more of the little youngling holes, and you see maybe one or two more of the adult holes that are kind of formulated in a similar path. And eventually you see where the path in front of you opens up into this very large, kind of green, glowing lit cave in front of you. At this distance, you see that it's going to open up, but you can't quite see what's in there yet. Are you guys going to continue in?
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm going to ready an action.
If people aren't
Or-
starting to move, Pip's just gonna like
Yeah.
lightly bump the person in front of her.
You know, I'm not super helpful for fighting and things, but I wanna be a help. Does anyone want to be invisible? Just for a little while.
That'd be so cool.
It'll only last until you start fighting, but I mean, maybe you'll get the drop on something.
Child, do you want to be invisible?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'm just gonna weave some illusions around Pip, and you can turn invisible. You're invisible now.
And now Pip's gonna sneak and like try to slow her breathing.
Do you still have Daff with you?
Yeah, he can start to see now, though. So he was holding on to Pip's tail, so he's still kind of, but now he's just kind of like, let's go, and he like was like, oh, well, it's a good thing I can see now. Right, so you guys gonna continue to head towards the cave? You just go walking in, or?
I mean,
if we're able to sneak up and get a look at what we're walking into first.
Okay, can I get stealth checks from everybody? Pip with advantage.
Yes.
Oh. Why does Steph roll so much better than me? They're my dice! So that's a 14 for me and a 18 plus whatever for him.
27.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
8.
21.
Right, so you guys are heading down the hallway carefully.
Yeah.
Faye and Bo, you go to like kind of make some steps and you almost step on some bones. Right before you do, Faye, you feel invisible hands stop your foot. And Bo, you kind of look down at, you can kind of hear like a coming from behind you, and you look down and you see it coming from Daffodil.
Of course.
So you guys,
But then you feel like, ooh.
you guys slowly creep your way down. The sounds of kind of like scurrying around and like things being moved and ripping fabric get louder as you guys continue down this pathway. You eventually make it down to the end of the pathway, and you can now see into this large chamber. It's another one of those similar chambers, but even larger than the previous one. Probably 100-foot diameter as you're looking in. And across the way, you see what seems to be a large opening heading into a deeper cave that you cannot see. And in front of that opening, you see this web-like cocoon that's strung up in the cave entrance. And you see 2 adult Kratheks just ripping at this cocoon. As they're ripping into it, you start to see what's underneath. Underneath, you see this bright kind of orangey gold color as they finally rip through some of the last layers of the ripping and tearing of fabric, as they're kind of making these noises at each other. You see this massive golden Krathek pop out and let out this blood-curdling scream as it towers above the other 2 that were previously ripping apart the cocoon to set it free.
What's the gold one? The one you were tracking?
And that
Sure was not.
is where we're going to take a break.
Ugh.
Yay.
I already have what I want to do.
Alright.
I want to sneak over and put oil and light.
Oil everything!
Pretty sure this is the exact plot of a Blade movie.
So with that, we'll take a break. It is currently 7:47, so we'll plan to be back here at 8:05. Gives us a few minutes to go take care of everything we need to do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you back at 8:05.
All right.
And everybody, welcome back to the stream. It's good to have you guys back. Good to be back. Thank you so much for being patient while we're getting some fancy drinks made.
Tea made. Oh, and by the way, I made Pip's whoosh cape. Behold.
Yes, for those of us who were here last week and got to see Plushie Pip, we now have Plushie
Brittany
Pip.
made the plushie. I made the cape. I'm not taking credit for everything because I am not that.
She took
horrible.
weeks.
Is cute Pip.
She needs a little squeaker. Sorry.
Speak.
I thought about it, but you've got a dog.
It's true. She would shoot at me.
That's
Even
fair.
more.
There'd be no way she'd be safe.
She's not taking it.
Alright, so where we left off, you guys just peeked into the giant chamber, doing well on your stealth check, as you guys see two adult Krothuks tearing into this cocoon that was before the entrance to another smaller cave. As they tore into it, out popped this giant golden Krothuk that let out this blood-curdling, Tyrannosaurus Rex scream. And so you guys see this whole thing happening. You guys are at the verge of the chamber, at the entrance, and they have not noticed you yet.
How far away is this creature from me?
They're on the other side of the chamber, so it's approximately 110 feet.
Cool, because you remember how I was readying an action to cast Guiding Bolt.
Yep.
I want to do that.
Okay.
At whatever that horrid thing is.
All right. So you're gonna start right off with the garden bolt.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right.
While she's doing that, can I cast jump?
Sure. I can let you cast jump. They haven't seen you guys yet, so.
No.
Can I prepare as soon as we enter into combat? Can I cast jump?
That's fine. What's your roll?
12.
12. All right. So as you go to aim towards the creature with your guiding bolt, you summon your magical energy in this kind of tinted color. I don't know what color you want it to be tinted. Kind of greenish color. And as you go to lance it out forward, it goes and hits the cocoon behind it, and leaves the Kruthuck. It misses the Kruthuck, and they're all kind of turn around and look at that.
Does it catch on fire though?
Ways.
No.
Does the thing catch on
It
fire?
is radiant damage.
Does not.
Would it catch it on fire?
No.
Oh, damn.
You do then see them go, and they all kind of look over towards you guys all at the same time. Now, I need you guys to roll initiative.
Tragic.
New Fae.
12.
12 also.
So who got 12?
Plus 1. Both of us.
And
who's
plus
Bo and
4.
Faye.
Okay. What'd you get, Pip?
I got 26 and I rolled a 10 for death.
10 for Daff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 17 for him.
And I have a 15.
15. Okay, out of Faye and Bo, who has the higher dexterity?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna bump you up by 1. Oh, gosh dang it.
I love my initiative. It's plus 10.
Disgusting.
So
Plus
Right.
How?
because of that.
Okay.
I think it was also part of a feat. I was able to
Right.
get more
Yeah.
initiative
I
too.
think that must have been it.
I think you got alert or something like that.
Yes.
All right. With that, we are in combat. Pip, you're first.
Yay!
You are invisible.
Yes. So I'm gonna try to sneak over to an area where they can't necessarily
Okay.
sort of see me, but getting closer to the webbed area.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna ready an attack in case they start attacking me.
Okay, so you can head over to an area and ready an attack. Okay, roll a stealth check for me with advantage.
Yes. Alright. Okay. 23.
23? Okay, so 23 for stealth. You're gonna sneak your way over to a side and you're gonna hide.
I'm gonna try to get close to where the big bad guy is.
Okay, so you're just gonna go straight or you're gonna kind of go up to one of the sides?
Like, a little bit around, but still going towards the place where...
Okay, yep. So you get there and you're about within about 60 feet. What's your speed? Your speed's 30 or 35?
30.
30? Yep, so you get about 60 feet away from him. No, 70, because it's 110. Okay, is that it for your turn, Pip?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold an action.
Okay, it's now Daph's turn. What would Daph like to do?
He's also gonna look for a decently hidey space.
So the space is kind of round, but there is a spot where kind of like another smaller chute kind of trails off. He can make his way over towards that. It's about 40 feet away from the entrance on the left-hand side. So if he wants to start making his way there, he can get about most of the way there.
Yeah, if he just uses his action as like a dash.
Yeah, he can bonus action dash.
There you go.
So he'll dash his way into that little spot. He kind of gets in, so he's a little darker in there. And he can he'll probably use his action to hide. I would imagine.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll a stealth check for Daff.
Nat 20.
He
Why does this little shit get the nat 20s?
He invisible.
I mean,
You're not even real!
to be fair, he also missed every attack he made last battle.
This is true, but
No
that's
Alex
because
said.
somebody else was rolling for him. Someone whose dice I touched.
Was he rolling for him, or was he just having him do actions?
I think for the most part he was doing the rolling and then
No,
later
he
on.
had us do the rolling, but
yeah.
he was saying this is what he's going to do.
Yeah. Next up, it's the Hive Lord.
Yeah.
So this giant golden
Hive
creature
Lord.
kind of like feels like he smells something, so he's gonna go ahead and roll a check. Yeah, he smells flesh coming over from the other way. So he's gonna start and kind of like start running his way over towards you guys. He gets about halfway to you guys, and then can't go any further.
Good.
Then it now brings us to Lynn's turn.
Okay, how close is it now?
It is. I said it was 110. It's 40. So that brings us down to 70 feet. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out a little bit towards it. Alright, sure, here we go. I'm just gonna focus and send my thoughts straight into its mind and
Okay.
attempt to attack its brain with dissonant whispers.
All right.
And I'm gonna cast that at 3rd level.
Do it.
Alright. So I need it to make a, I believe, wisdom saving throw.
Okay. $13.
13 fails.
All right.
Okay. So it takes at 3rd level 5d6 psychic damage.
All right.
Disgusting. Get away from me.
I love your.
2 or more.
Got it.
I want overalls. All the overalls I have. One pair.
15 and wow, that's some good rolls. That's 21 points of psychic damage.
Nice.
Woo!
All right.
So as you kind of do your thing and you whisper slightly, it just kind of like resonates through his mind, and you kind of hear it like scream in pain as you deal that massive amount of damage.
All right. And if it fails to save, it needs to immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
All right. So it moves 40 feet right back to where it started.
Yeah. So I just project into its mind a go away.
And it like hears that and it kind of like screeches and then turns around and runs back towards the cocoon.
Okay. And then I'm just going to move. The place is kind of circular, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to move off around the circumference, I guess, out a little bit.
Okay.
In
To the right or to the left?
whichever direction is the opposite of where Dax went.
Okay, to the right.
Okay, I don't know where Pip went. Pip's invisible.
Yeah,
so,
Pip went straight. So
Okay.
yeah, so
so I'm gonna go around the.
all right. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
All right. That brings us to Bo. Bo, you ready in action to use your jump spell, so I'll allow you to do that free.
Okay.
So you can use your jump spell at the start of your turn, and you still have your full turn.
Okay.
camera lid.
Okay.
Good.
So I am going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark
Okay.
on the. What was his name? The Lord?
Hive Lord.
Hive Lord.
What's your range on that?
Oh, right. I can look that up.
The fire. Oh, the melon lord.
90 feet, but he's out of that now. He just moved. Okay. How far away is he?
110.
Okay, so
He
I'll
moved
just,
40 feet out, and he's like, ah! We're at 40 feet back.
okay, so I'll just move up 20 feet and then cast it.
Okay. Yep. You gonna use your start with your jump, or are you gonna do that after?
I'm gonna do it after.
Okay.
And then I will jump up. I don't know how far I can jump is calculated. I know it's to do with strength.
So jump. You touch. The creature's jump distance is tripled.
Right, but I don't know what I
So-
start with.
Oh,
Jump.
I have run into this question quite a few times running games.
Have you? If you know it
how
off
do
the
you-
top of your head, it's useful.
I have it right. I have it in this player's handbook right here that says that if you're going for a high jump, then you can jump into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so 6 triple.
That's if you get like a little run to it.
Okay, so I'll take a run, jump, and go 18 feet in the air.
Okay.
And then woo!
Yeah.
So I think that's my full movement. And then I'll try to attack the Hive Lord.
You're not gonna try to like glide down into the attack. Ooh.
No, because I have a bow. So,
So you're gonna kind of
Harder
jump in
to
the air and then
do.
okay, so go ahead and make your attack.
yeah. So the first one's an 16.
The 16. That will not hit.
Yeah. Okay, so my second attack is an 18.
That will also not hit.
Ugh.
You launch. You jump up into the air as you guys see Bo rush forward and then kind of like high jump into the air. Kind of her flying squirrel like appendages kind of catching some of the gliding, and all of a sudden, pew, pew, 2 arrows launch from her bow in quick succession and bounce off the Hive Lord's carapace.
Okay. That's my turn.
No wonder he's a crossing guard.
So with that, it is now Faye's turn.
Alright, I am going to use my Staff of the Python. That's right. Steve is back.
Yep. Okay, so you use your staff for Python, and do you need me to pull the stats or do you have?
I got him.
Okay.
Oh, it's that.
So he can attack as soon as I do that.
Yes, but you have to be able to. He's going to be next to you. You're 110 feet away from anything.
Well, he's gonna be within 60 feet of me.
Yeah.
So-
He's in the. Yep.
So he's gonna move out to like roughly 50 feet away from me.
Well, what's his speed?
Oh yeah. There's that. 30 feet. So
Okay.
he's gonna go 30 feet.
The 30 feet. So Pip, as you're sitting there invisible, you see the snake kind of slither up next to you. You do recognize it.
You recognize Steve.
Steve feels a pat in his head that he's like.
Steve is full of personality.
Sorry. All right. Anything else you want to do, Faye?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
Do I? Wait, I might have a bonus action. I don't know. It's so rare that I get to do that.
Yeah.
Throw in
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody
Now it is the
creature.
adult Krathik's turn.
Uh-huh.
So they are going to see the master kind of the lord run out towards you guys and then head back. They kind of exchange quick like lizardy words with it, and then they move out towards you guys. So their speed is also 40 feet, so they make 40 feet out and pretty much straight towards you guys. And then they're both going to 40, 30, so 70 feet, 110, so that's okay. So they're both going to try to make spike attacks against whoever's closest, so that would be... So you jumped 18 feet into the air.
Hip's invisible, Daff is hidden.
So the closest one would be Steve. So they're both going to make spike attacks against Steve.
Alright, cool.
Poor Steve.
I know.
So
Alright, let's see what he can do.
Would that engage my attack?
that's going to be a natural 1. Huh?
So I
They're
don't
not close enough.
Oh, okay.
They have a range on that attack.
Okay. Just ask.
Oh! They get disadvantage because at the end of the range you roll a 19 and a 3.
Nice.
So Steve survives.
Yay!
Oh, they both get to make 2 sets of those attacks.
Damn it.
14.
What is... That hits.
Okay. 4 points of piercing damage. Do you need a piece of paper? Or... I can give you a scrap so you don't have to write in your journal. Okay. 11.
So that's 15 total?
No. He takes 4 points of slashing damage.
Oh, okay.
I rolled an 11 on the last attack. Does that hit?
Nope.
Okay. So they come out and they kind of like rush out, and as they get to the end of the kind of like the rushing, they shoot spikes out of their back, heading towards Steve. One of them manages to kind of graze it, but the other 2 miss. That now brings us back around to the start. So, Pip, you are up.
She's gonna try to get closer.
Yep, you can make it just to one of the 2 Karathics that are in front of you. What?
She doesn't want to get to them. She wants to get to the big bad.
Well, you can sneak around the
You're
side
still
of them.
invisible.
Yeah, that's what her goal is, to try to get closer to the big bad.
Okay, well you can kind of head off to the side. You can stay a little ways away from them, but you still got a long ways to go.
Okay.
So, okay. Do you want to do anything else with your turn besides move?
She just wants to hold an action in case.
The big baddie comes close?
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else?
No.
Okay, that's up.
She also has her other hand has a jar of oil.
Okay, so you have a jar of oil. So when you're ready your action, are you going to throw the oil with your attack? Is that what you want to do? When he comes close?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Just wanted to make sure I clarify.
Yeah.
Alright, so Daph's turn. He is currently hidden in the shadows. He has his crossbow.
Thank you.
You guys want me to control Daph, or do you guys want to control Daph?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh, damn you.
He has a range of 80 feet with his crossbow. He can't hit the guy.
Ow.
It's not the.
Giving me an error, you're gonna have to do it. I want him to crossbow.
You want to crossbow one of them?
Yeah, and with sneak attack.
Yep, so you can do it with sneak attack.
Okay.
So somebody roll me a d20. Add 7.
22!
Nice, so that's going to hit. It's going to hit the one on your left. So it's going to be 8, 6. So 3d6 and a d8.
Cool.
Somebody roll me those.
I have
A d8 for damage and 3d6 for your sneak attack.
Okay. 8, 14, 21!
Plus 4, it's 25. So he goes out. All of a sudden, you
You've
guys.
redeemed yourself. I'll let you out of prison.
You can come be with Pip. Here you go. Come be with Pip before mutilated
Yeah.
Little rodent.
baby.
So as you guys hear, as you guys are kind of like in the midst of combat, all of a sudden you hear, and you see like a crossbow bolt sticking out of the side of one of the Krathik's heads as it kind of yells in pain, and blood starts bleeding out of the side of its head.
Good.
Anything else for Daph?
Probably not.
Okay. Next up is going to be the Hive Lord. When does that does he have to continue to run away, or is it just the one?
Nope, just the one time.
He's going to like kind of turn around. And he's going to be like, and you kind of like head back out, heading towards you guys. He starts diverting to your right a little bit. Pip, he's heading straight for you. He's going to be able to make it towards you. So as he gets close, you can use your action.
Yes.
So you're going to throw the... Okay.
And when he gets close, I'm also gonna stab him because I have 2 action.
Well, you have 2 attacks.
2 attacks per action.
Right.
Isn't that like throwing something?
Yeah.
Use an object as action in combat. Wouldn't that be like using an action?
Sure, I'll allow it. Okay, go ahead. So you throw him, he's now covered in oil, and you're going to make an attack against him?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack.
Alright.
Actually, first if you're going to throw the oil at him, you're going to wait till he's right up on you, or are you going to try to do it at a distance?
Right up on me.
Okay, so I won't make you roll for that then.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. So I want to make sure that it hits him.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay.
And if you are attacking out of invisibility, I think you get advantage on that.
Yes, you will. So you get an advantage on your attack.
Wait, dude?
Yes.
Okay, 19 to hit.
It does not hit.
Don't you get advantage?
Yeah.
Or was that
an
the second
advantage.
roll?
Alex.
Whoops.
So as you go through it,
At least
you
I think
you cover it.
I rolled and I think it was a 10. I don't
Okay.
remember, but
If you don't remember the first one, I'll let you re-roll it.
that would be an unnatural 20.
That just hits. What are your attack?
Like, I wanted to take what I thought I had before.
I just thought I only heard one die.
14 points of damage.
Alright. So as you're kind of hiding in your spot, all of a sudden the creature beelines straight for you. You're not really sure how. You kind of like you see like the like spears and the kind of like spear-like things on its back kind of like tingle a little bit as it kind of heads straight for you. As it cuts close, you take your jar of oil and you spray all over its kind of front face. It kind of like, and then you kind of like slash at it and you manage to just barely do some damage to it. Anything else, Pet? Oh no, it was its turn.
It's its turn. So.
Right. I forgot you were holding your action, so. It is now going to make a stab attack against you.
Yep.
So that's going to be 17 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. Then he makes to make another one. And that's going to be 11 to hit.
Misses.
Yep.
I got my shield. Yeah.
So, alright.
My fancy flint-stone shield.
Glad you finally got some use for it, since it's not long for this world.
So that's going to be it for
As
the,
anti-magic.
that's going to be it for the Krethik Hive Lord. Now it's going to be Lynn's turn.
Okay. I'm going to. Well, it's.
Bo, you're up next.
Okay. How? Okay. So the two smaller ones are
Kind of in the middle, heading
in the
like
middle?
beeline towards where you guys were.
okay.
And then the Hive Lord is just off to the right of those two,
Okay.
attacking what you now see as Pip.
All right. Then I'm going to conjure up some magical fey sparkles, and I'm going to drop a fairy fire.
Okay, what?
Can I hit? I can't hit a range of fairy fire is a
20 feet.
20 foot square, so I wouldn't be able to hit those two and the large one.
No,
right?
you'd be able to hit
Yeah.
two out of three, however you
Okay.
want to do it.
Well, is it those two or the big one?
Or the big one and the
Okay.
small one.
I can get a big one and a small one?
Yep.
I'll do that. I'll try to angle my blast so that I can set it off and hit those two.
Okay. So they make saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throws.
So let's see.
Hopefully your spell saves better than mine.
And hopefully their rolls are
Yeah.
worse than...
The big one rolled a
before.
19,
Okay.
Okay.
and the small one rolled an 11.
Okay. And 11 fails.
Okay.
So I throw down some sparkles, and they manage to cluster around one of them.
Okay.
When you say big one and small one, you mean like adult and Hive Lord, or are there baby ones that I wasn't paying attention?
Adult and Hive Lord.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, those ones are the small ones now.
Gross.
But yes, one of them is now outlined in little sparkling violet lights.
Yeah, so you see the creature, the adult Krithik in the middle on the right hand side is now kind of like faintly glowing with face sparkles. Anything else you want to do, Ben?
That is it.
All right, Bo, you're up. You're up in the air, so your gliding is starting to take effect.
Yep.
So I believe we talked about how you're going to
Nobody
run that.
knows
Do you
it.
remember how that was going to go?
You can go 2 feet horizontally for every one foot I drop.
Yep.
2 more jars. I can throw them at it.
Okay. So I think I'm not gonna try to move too much while I'm gliding.
Okay, so you're going to try to stay in your one spot.
Yeah.
So I'd say you'd probably be able to you'd be kind of like circling in your one spot.
Yeah.
Let me look at the rules on falling and see how fast you fall. Of course, I don't have that.
Time for some math.
Do we fall slower if I'm gliding, or is it the same?
Probably.
You probably fall slower.
So it's probably like translating the speed at which you fall into glide speed for how, I don't know.
I should have had this handy. I should have known this was coming. Right, John. Sorry.
Now I can think back as to that first time we went to the fight.
Okay, so
fight
Fall from
club
Great
area.
Heights one was
The
kind of
music going down there was jamming. I can't remember what that music was, but it was so good. I really like that shirt.
Thank you. I like this color.
Color really suits you.
Thanks.
You would look awful on me, but it suits you so well.
Come on!
It's
I need
too
to have the
orange and
math,
yellow.
and it's taking
It
forever.
just won't good on you. Blues and greens look better on me than yellows and oranges. Can't remember. Like somebody was like, "Oh, we want you in a yellow costume." And they
Okay, so
put it on, and they're like, "Never mind."
I'm seeing that within 6 seconds you'd be able to fall pretty much the whole height that you gained.
Okay.
But your glide speed, I would say, would cut that in half. It's still going to be enough that you'd hit the ground.
Yep.
But you can, since you're 18 feet in the air, so if you get to move 2 feet for every foot that you go down, so double 18, which would be 36. So you could travel 36 feet, basically gliding down as you go. And you're going to pretty much stay in your one spot, so.
Yeah.
As you do, you're going to kind of go like, and then land on the ground, unfortunately.
Okay. So as I'm spiraling down, I'm going to just try to hit the creature again.
Okay.
I'm going to. Might as well. It's called a Dreadful Strike. As a bonus action, I can make my weapon magical, and if I hit, hopefully, then it deals an extra 1d6 damage.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack.
Doesn't hit. That should hit. That's a 24.
This is against Lord?
Yeah.
Yep, hits. You rolled that with advantage because Fairy Fighter?
No, I just attacked twice.
Does the Fairy Fighter give you
Fairy
great
Fire is
advantage?
only on the one adult one.
That's
Oh,
fine.
that's right. Okay, yep. Okay, yep.
Okay,
Okay, so
so 2 extra d6s and d8. So that's 10 points of piercing damage, 2 points of psychic damage, and 3 points of extra
so
piercing
10,
damage.
10, 6, and 3?
Yeah.
So that's 19. Okay, got it. Anything else?
Nope.
You kind of gracefully fall your way back out of the ground. With that, it is now Faye's turn.
Okay, where are the creatures in relation to me? Like, how?
So you pretty much stay right by the entrance, right?
Yeah,
You haven't
yep.
moved much.
Mhm.
So your snake's in the middle. Your snake is next, is about 20 feet from the 2 adult Kruthiks.
Mhm.
Actually, it'd be 30 feet. And you are approximately 60. No, it would be farther than that. Oh, math. 110, 30, so, or 40, that's going to be 100. You'd be 70 feet away from them.
Okay,
From the
so
two in
I'm
the
going
middle.
to.
And then approximately 85 from the Lord.
So I'm going to walk up to, well, not all the way to, but walk towards the one that's more recently been hit, the adult,
Okay.
and toll the dead.
Okay. So you told the dead on it. So go ahead.
15
That's a
was the
saving
save.
throw.
Yep.
16. Okay. Anything else?
I'm going. Well, no, I don't think I can bonus action like any equipment. Yeah. So no, that's gonna be it for me.
Okay. You also command your snake.
Yes.
What do you want him to do? I was gonna roll him on your turn, just makes it easier.
All right. So he's going to move up within range of the nearest adult Krithik and try and bite it.
Okay, so it moves up to the range. It would be the one that's fairy fighter.
Yep.
So go ahead and
So-
make your attack with advantage.
Cool. Ugh, 15.
Does not hit.
Damn it.
So as he goes up, he kind of makes two, like, kind of bite attacks against it. He ends up missing. And, yeah.
What a waste. Damn. You are also in jail. Ugh. Disgusting. Where's my mini die?
It's right in front of you, right in front of the teacup.
Alright, anything else you want to do, Faye?
Nothing I can do.
Alright, it is now the Krithik's turn. They are going to... One of them now sees that Pip's there. So that's the one that's fairy fired. It's still going to make its way over to Pip and make an attack. It's going to make a stab attack to start. So... Let's see, he also... Yep. So, roll, that's going to be... 23 to hit.
Hit.
Okay, so that's going to be... I just realized I could roll dice in D&D Beyond, so I rolled that one in D&D Beyond. In case you guys weren't thinking I wasn't rolling dice.
Touch your tablet next.
6. So that's going to be 9 points of piercing damage. They're going to make another attack against you. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
Hits.
That's going to be 7 points of piercing damage. You get the sense as they're kind of getting together, and they're both kind of like, as one is attacking you, the other one's kind of like batting you into his path to make it easier for him to hit you. That brings us to the other Krithik. The other Krithik's going to run up to the snake, and he's going to make an attack against him. So the first one's going to be a 16.
That hits.
Okay, so it's going to be that. It's going to
Why couldn't it have been me?
be 6 points of damage.
Alright.
And it's going to make another attack, and that's going to be 17.
Hits.
That's going to be 3 points of damage.
Because Shane's using that so it actually will hit me, and using that so it won't really hit it.
Rude.
Well, the other one's going to go help the Lord, so... Just saying.
No, I'm saying, like, you're using D&D Beyond for the attacks on me.
No, I only used it on the one, because I just wanted to see what happens. So I rolled for the other one.
Does your curse, your dice
I like
curse
just
work
noticed
through
the button was there, and I'm like, oh,
It does, but I have to be
Second-
looking at the electronics. I need to maintain eye contact.
It is up to...
Of the guy's phone number.
Alright,
It's
nice.
the whole additional meta of the game. Beyond, like, rolls and things, there's the managing of dice luck. And where it comes from.
Pip is going to shout out,
5d4.
it has oil on it! Use fire! And she's going to do...
So you do also have the adult one that's glowing next to you, just giving you the
she's
heads
going to
up.
attack that way and then that way.
So you
Gonna
get one
hit
in
both.
each. Okay, so make your first attack against the glowing one with advantage. So it lasts until somebody hits it, right?
Nope.
Oh, it doesn't last... It
It
goes
lasts until I break concentration.
Oh, right.
So-
Yep.
23 for the one
That's glowing.
that's glowing.
Okay, so roll damage.
That's 14 points of damage.
Alright, so as you go and you turn towards that one, and as you slash into its carapace, you do manage to kind of catch a critical artery across its throat, and blood splatters and it falls over dead. And then glow fades.
Did not hit the back.
Okay.
But I'm going to use an action surge.
Action surge!
Ooh.
Definitely did not hit again.
Well, you use an action surge, so you get to make 2 attacks per action, so you get
Yep.
another attack.
Yes.
So you get to make 4 attacks per turn.
It's cocked.
Ah!
Is that better or worse?
18.
Better.
So 18 total?
No.
Oh.
I rolled an
Oh, okay.
18.
Yeah, okay, so it's probably gonna hit.
27.
Yeah,
27.
it hits.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
And with it. Okay. I don't get any extra damage. 13 points of damage.
You kind of slash out towards it, you do an extra 13 points of damage as you're kind of like slashing into it. Brittany's got
Got
it.
it. Trying to pick it up with my foot, but I'm wearing socks. It's not gonna work.
Alright, anything else, Pip?
Yeah, you do it.
That's really all I can do at the moment.
Alright, it's now Daph's turn. What does Daph like to do?
He is going to stay in his hidey hole and sneak attack crossbow.
He can attack the adult that's attacking his neck. Roll an attack for Daffodil. It's +7.
No.
Okay. Fair. He's gonna say, damn it. He's gonna tank himself.
13's not gonna do it.
Nope. You had the +7?
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
That
Alright,
was the
next up it's the Hive Lord's turn.
Of course
It's gonna go ahead and make an attack against Pip because you're right there. So it's gonna make a stab attack against you. Oop.
Dropping dice tonight, dang.
Actually.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
That's rarely a good sign.
Nope.
So you were close to the entrance, right? You didn't
Oh,
run very
God.
far forward.
No.
Okay. Faye would kind of stayed towards the entrance,
Yeah, I'm like,
and then you kind of like
10,
went off to
20
the
feet
side
away.
a little
I'm
bit.
over off on the side, yeah.
Yeah, you want your full movement off to the side.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
sensing
I
an
think
area
fine.
of influence attack
Yes.
incoming.
Okay. So
Great.
he's actually gonna go ahead and provoke an opportunity. He's gonna run towards you guys towards the front entrance.
Who?
Okay.
Who's he?
But did he not
Lord.
disengage?
Great.
He did not. He provoked opportunity.
Then I'm gonna.
Yes, make your attack.
Yes, okay. No. It's 19.
Oh.
Okay. So he is going to run towards you. Run towards you guys. He's going to get just within range, and he's going to use his. He's going to like, and you see like this like spout of like black, like
Flame?
not flame,
Flame shape?
not flame, smoking liquid. Head towards you guys. I need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, great. Ooh, that's not
Okay.
good.
I'm fine.
I'm not fine.
I got a 26.
Yeah, you're fine.
And that's also not fine.
Daph was not in the range.
Oh, good.
Just you
'Cause-
two.
Alright, I'm not fine. But, hold on. I feel like I've got a thing for that. But I may not. That might actually be Daffodil who's got that thing.
Your quote?
Oh, yeah! What, is it a... That's not really a magical attack, though.
Nope, it's not magic.
Did you have Tinker's tools?
I hate you. Shut up.
Looking at your page, see what could help. I don't know.
I think I have it.
I wanted to attack, and it's not my fault that I rolled the 10.
Did you save or did you not save?
I don't think I saved. I rolled a 6 into my dex. That makes it a 7.
Nope. So, Bo, you take 11 points of damage. Faye, you take 22 points of damage.
Of course I do. At least I still have those 8 temporary hit points.
Yeah, don't forget the 3 hit points.
And this is
Yeah.
acid damage.
So I.
So that was his full movement. That's what he's going to do there. All right, that brings us up next to Lynn.
Okay. I'm going to
Fire
And,
him,
the Lord
please.
is much closer to you now.
I do not have the ability to create fire.
Damn!
I
Does
can make
anyone have the
illusion of
ability?
fire,
I have
that's
the
as
ability,
far
but
as
I did
can
not
go.
prepare that spell.
Damn!
I do, but that would waste a whole action.
He's covered in oil.
What I am going to do is I'm going to walk up and I'm going to look right at that big, creepy-looking creature, and I'm going to say, hey, you're just super gross! And I'm going to use a vicious mockery.
Do it.
Ew!
Is that attack or a save?
Wisdom saving throw.
I love vicious mockery. Didn't I kill somebody once with vicious mockery? That
You
it's
did.
just kind of like, well, I just don't think you're cool. And they're
9.
like, hit their
9,
head
that's a
explode.
failure.
Yep.
So it
Nice.
takes 5 points of psychic damage,
Okay. One time I said
and It has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Okay.
And then I am going to bonus action cast a healing word to Feg.
Oh, thanks.
Going to. Okay. That looked bad, but you're gonna be fine. And I'm just gonna push healing magic.
You're okay. You're okay.
I'm gonna cast that at second level.
Oh, thanks.
Last second level slot.
For me?
So that is for 9 points of healing.
Cool.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. Next up, that would be Bo.
Okay, so I'm not happy. Covered in black goo. Don't like that. So I am going to run. Like 30, my full movement.
Yep.
To kind of get to the side of this creature.
Yep.
And then jump up as high as I can, so 18 feet, and then Misty Step another 30 feet up.
Mm-hmm. So your jump spell is that last?
Yes.
Is that duration? Okay.
Yep. It's lasts a full minute.
Okay.
And then Misty Step up.
Yep.
So now I'm at 48 feet.
Yep.
And then I'm going to attack this thing.
Okay. Does Misty Step a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Make your attack. Your 2 attacks.
I'm just gonna roll them once. Yikes. Okay, this one's a 20.
Okay, that's gonna just hit.
Okay, and my other one failed miserably. So, okay, that's 13 points of damage.
All right. So you kind of like you see as Bo runs up and then she jumps high up into the air and then all of a sudden. And you're like 30 feet up above that, and then you aim straight down with your bow and you get 2 arrows knocked at the same time, and you release. One of them bounces off the carapace, and the other one finds a weak spot and digs into its back, almost appearing as another spike sticking out. Only delineated since it's deflection. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Faye, you're up.
All right, I am going to throw a Hail Mary pass here and try and cast Command on the Hive Lord.
Okay.
Yup. Wisdom saving throw.
Let me.
Be warned, Shane, I'm this close to touching your dice.
I am understand. I'm just reading the rules, make sure. So you speak one word command to a creature you see within the range. Spell no effect if the target is undead, or if it doesn't understand your language.
It doesn't understand our language?
Nope. Does not speak common.
Alright, so...
I would say you know that.
Okay.
Or you would assume that.
Yeah.
So
Fine.
I'll hold you from. I won't make you use your action.
Thanks. Toll the dead.
Ironically enough, they know the language Kruthic, but they don't know common. So
Wait, I know Fae, though.
Kruthic is not Fae.
I know, but would they know Fae?
No,
That's the only language it knows? Okay.
it's Kruthic.
Alright. Alright, then.
They're not Fae creatures.
Damn it.
They just invaded the Feywilds.
Damn it.
So
Toll the dead.
Toll the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you're
No.
safe.
Roll nothing. I can't fuck it up if I don't roll.
19.
God damn it!
You should have touched his dice.
It will come when you least expect it.
You don't tickle me. It's not fair. Go wait. Alright, is that it for Faye?
Yep.
Alright. It's now the adult's turn.
No,
The adult.
Snake. The adult.
Oh, Snake. Yes, Snake. Okay, do your snack.
Alright. It is going to try to constrict the Hive Lord. Because it is a big boy. Steve is a big boy.
So he's gonna have to disengage from the one he's attacking.
Oh, is he still on a different one? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright, then.
the one adult ran up to and was attacking it.
Alright, valid. He's gonna bite that one then.
Okay, so roll your attack.
God damn it, Daffodil, your fucking ears. Messed up my day. I don't know what happened to the other one. I think it's in my hair
No,
somewhere.
it's right here.
Oh.
I was so close to going to that team.
Anything else?
No.
Alright. Now the adult's turn. It's going to bite the snake. Actually, no. it's going to see its lord in danger. So it's going to run up and it's going to... You're in the air. It's off to the side. Yeah, it's going to run up towards... It's standing. Then off to the right.
Just say Faye. Just say it.
Yeah, it's
No,
gonna
I'm
be tight.
touching your dice.
I'm like, Pip
You're the
is
closest to a thing
there.
you can get to.
Snack is there. I mean, Pip did not run super far.
But it wants to protect its lord, so it's going to go over to whoever's closest to it, which is going to be Faye. But it can't quite reach you, so it's going to make a spike attack.
Oh!
That's going to do that with disadvantage. Oh, wow, you rolled really good. 18 to hit.
That's gonna hit, Shane.
It deals 4 points of damage. Then the next one, 15.
That's gonna hit.
Wow, you rolled really good.
How many of the adults are there?
That's going to be a 6 points of piercing damage. I'm rolling with disadvantage, and that one I rolled a
Shane,
10.
No, it's just that my webpage just
How
like
many
popped out.
adults are there?
There's only one left.
No.
One's dead.
Behave yourself.
And it just used its full movement and action. It's now standing kind of next to the adult lord now. Or the cryptic lord. And it is now up to Pip's turn.
Alright. You guys didn't hit it with fire!
When it ran, did the snake take an attack of opportunity against it?
It could have.
Oh.
I'll allow you to do it.
Alright, cool.
Because it is not your character, so.
So then, yeah.
Make your
Steve is
attack.
going to make an opportunity attack. It does not hit.
Okay. Alright. You tried.
Pip's gonna chase after.
That went like under the futon.
It's gonna go chase after the big bad guy.
Okay.
And she's shouting at everyone, "You were supposed to hit it with fire!"
I don't have any fire!
So, the Krethic speed's 40 feet, yours is 30 feet, but he was on the other side of you, so he wanted to move past you, so yes, you could just make it to him.
Okay.
There it is. Behind the bubble
Alright,
wrap.
21 to hit.
Alright, that'll hit. Roll your damage.
9 points for the first attack.
Okay?
And then I'm gonna attack him again. Damn it. Can you give me, pass me the thing so I can actually roll it into something without it falling over?
Yeah.
Or being caught. Okay, yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. Roll your damage.
12 points of damage.
Alright. Alright, what else anything else you want to do, Pip? So you...
I'm gonna use Distracting Strike as a special.
Okay.
Which... Distracting Strike, when I hit again with a weapon against the thing, I can expend one superiority die and add the total of the die to the damage roll, and the next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than me has advantage.
Nice.
And if the attack is made before this, if the attack is made before the next turn of my turn. So I'm gonna add. I can add 8. So another 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go through and you slice forward with your rapier and you slice into its body. It is definitely bleeding and hurt. But he is now distracted, kind of like making sure that you're not going to tear into him
Can you
anymore.
decurse my dice?
Yes, please.
Daffodil's turn. So he can make an attack against either one now.
Okay, he is going to sneak attack the Hive Lord.
Okay.
Crossbow.
Roll an attack for death. Add 7.
With the damage, because of...
Oh yeah, you would give with advantage. Yep.
Alright. 23.
That will hit.
Thank goodness. So it's what?
Okay.
So
I
don't even need to
learned
bother.
We just need to rub it on.
How would Daffodil like to kill the creature?
He's gonna kill the Hive Lord?
He's gonna kill the Hive
he
Lord.
is just... He is ready to redeem himself. He has been not contributing a whole lot yet, and he's just pouring everything he has into this last bolt, where he is just gonna make it happen. Make it happen, Daffodil!
Oh, that
And he kind of shoots through, and it manages to catch it right in the eye, and it goes through his brain cavity and through the other eyeball.
Gross.
And the Lord just kind of lets out this, and it kind of just slumps to the ground, and all of a sudden you hear the other Krithik just moan with pure anger. It is not happy. Alright, is that it for Daffodil?
Because he
I think that's all he's got, yeah. Does he have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, then it is now
He was lucky because of me.
Lynn's turn.
Okay.
Something like that.
I'm going to. Is everyone within 60 feet of me? Ish? Or can I move to where they would be?
Everybody but Daff would be.
Okay.
He hasn't taken any damage.
Alright, cool.
Like 40 feet in the air.
Say what?
Am I?
Oh, he would, yeah, you're 40 feet in the air, that's right, not 18. Yeah, you'd have to move a little bit closer to get there.
Alright, well, I'll try to move up a bit, and I'm just going to shift appearance again. That, like, unearthly, like, silver-furred, glowing green eyes. Just, alright, the tide is turning! And another surge of energy through, and you get 8 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Nice.
If any of you desire to, you can use a reaction to move without provoking opportunity attacks.
Yep.
Okay, that's what it was.
Sure, I'll move a little closer to the thing.
Alright.
And then I'm going to action. I'm just gonna viciously mock this one as well.
Do it. So wisdom save?
Yeah, it's a wisdom save. You can say, oh, well, the bigger one just got shot, so it's gonna happen to you too.
It rolled a natural 19.
Oh my god.
It is unaffected by my most vicious of mocks.
Fair.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright. Bo, you're up.
Okay, so I fall 32 feet.
Yep.
So I'd still be in the air at the end.
No, you would fall your hole.
Fall my hole.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
You fall 520 feet every 6 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So if you're gliding, I will half that,
Okay,
Speed.
so I'll still land.
so you're still landing.
Okay.
According to everything I found online, because apparently D&D doesn't have a hard and fast falling rule, so people are just using physics.
Okay.
I mean,
So
Okay,
here for
so
physics.
I read like 3 articles on it just to kind of get multiple options, and that's what I found.
okay. So I don't know. I'm just gonna shoot the one closest to me.
Okay. So that's the only one left.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Okay.
So
I'll just shoot that one then.
do it.
One is a 14 and
Yep.
one is a 16.
Neither hit. So as you knock 2 arrows, pull back, and you go to launch, kind of trying to do something behind your back to try to look cool. They end up kind of and clatter against the rocks.
Can I land and do an unarmed strike? Just try to like punch one in the head.
An unarmed strike would count as an attack. You just use
Is it
both
a-
your attacks.
Bonus action unarmed strike?
No, it's an attack.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's
You can do that instead of like a normal attack. So if you had no other weapons, you can unarmed strike as your attack.
Right. Okay.
Anything else?
No.
All right, Faye, you're up.
Alright. So now there's just one left. I am going to toll the dead on this one.
Okay. It's
Praying
not
that
taking
it
any
is-
damage yet, so just as a heads up.
Yeah, but I'm just praying that it is too dumb to get a high save.
5.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Alright, that's 1d8.
Kill it, kill
It's
it,
2d8.
kill
It has
it.
not taken any damage yet.
9!
It hasn't taken any damage?
No, any damage yet. So,
That's okay. 9.
9. So you did use the no damage roll, right?
Yes.
Okay, to make sure.
Yeah, the damage roll was like d12s.
Yeah, you're right. So 9 points of damage. So as you go out and boom, and it kind of head just kind of like reverberates for a second, you see kind of blood pour out of its ears.
Good.
Anything else?
That's it for me. The snake is going to try and constrict it.
Okay, so the snake's gonna have to move its way up towards it, which should be able to just make it.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll constrict. Is that an attack?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Natural 20.
Yeah!
Okay, roll your
Like
attack
I
with double
said,
damage.
you rub it on Pip's belly and it gives you better
Alright,
advice.
so that would be 4d8s.
You are not allowed to do that type of thing.
You poured all your good luck into Pip.
Actually, no, I'll still just use the 2d8s. I did. I really did. Okay, so that's 7,
She made it, so of course
11,
she gets
22.
Good at
22 points of damage. Nice. And I believe it's now grappled?
Yes, it is now it's grappled.
It's grappled.
Until the grapple ends, the creature is restrained.
Okay. So you go out and you kind of like your snake kind of wraps around its midsection, kind of like all broken and bloody from being attacked by this thing, and it squeezes, and you hear carapace crack as
Gross.
it like squeezes tight. You see kind of blood ooze out from the cracks. Anything else, Faye?
Nope. That's all. That's all we can do. Me and Steve.
All right, it's now the Krithik's turn. It's going to.
Okay. The escape DC for the grapple is 16.
Yeah, it's going to go and make it a strength check to try to escape. And it did not. So that's all I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Alright, Pip, you're up.
Alright. Pip is going to rush over, and with her sword, she's gonna go.
Go ahead.
18 to hit.
That just hits.
Well, it's restrained. So what does that do? Would you get advantage or?
I don't. Let me
Yeah.
double check. Is it advantage?
I think so. Restrained creatures have disadvantage on their attacks, and other things have advantage against them. I think.
Restrained. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Yep, there you go. Roll with advantage. See if you got a natural 20.
Exactly.
I did.
You did?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah!
Don't even bother. How would you like to kill the creature?
She's just gonna, like... She's gonna try to duck underneath it and, like, slice its belly open.
Alright, so as you kind of like run up towards the creature,
So, like, underneath it, like...
you do like this 80s knee slide
Disgusting
underneath, and
core,
you're like, you throw your sword up into its like softer underbelly, and
No,
it pierces
she'll do,
through.
like, this,
Conan
like...
the Barbarian.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
as you're sliding, holding your sword up in the air, and you kind of slice down through the middle as like gore like follows behind you as you just gut it, and it falls over dead as you slide out from the other side.
And then she, like... wipes herself down and goes whoosh.
Do me a favor, roll me a dexterity
It's a
check
dick shot.
saving throw for the snake.
Oh, god damn it.
Whoosh.
What was it?
I rolled a 2, so,
Oh, okay, so it does not save.
Yeah, no.
So, the snake is going to take 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then Pip's gonna
Because
say,
it was
"Christ."
wrapped around the creature and then Pip just kind of like...
Yeah.
Not really thinking too much about it.
Yep.
Alright, so,
Sorry, Steve.
Steve's hurting.
you guys...
She goes over and pats his hand. Whoosh.
You guys are now left alone in the cave. The quiet, you guys see around you as you're all kind of catching your breath. You see the remnants of the dead creatures, the Lord in its gold carapace, and the two adults in their kind of like dark purpley red colors, lying dead on the ground, gore spattered all over the place. You see in this empty cave with the growing green moss. And you now have a moment to catch your breath. Quiet sits upon you. You do notice in the cave, like where the cocoon was, now that it's gone, you now see the entrance to a kind of a smaller but still large cave.
Well, that was so much worse than I thought it would be. We definitely did the right thing, finding the three of you.
Yeah.
Is it over?
There
Is
is.
this it?
There appears to be one more room.
Shall we enter and see what else we must battle our way through?
Oh, I hope it's not something we have to battle our way through, but yeah, let's find out.
Oh, Lynn, you're no fun.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with you about that.
I think she's fine. Then Pip just like...
Oh. Thanks.
So you guys are gonna head down to the bigger cave. So as you guys make your way across the room, just kind of looking around, you do see the scattered remains of multiple kind of human bodies, or not human, but creature like
Animal
Sentient-
bodies.
Donwood bodies.
sentient creature bodies.
Donwood bodies.
Like all over the place. Like they've been feeding. You see most of them have been reduced to bones, but you do see scraps of materials and fabrics as they've been seem to be feeding on the populace for a little while. Most of them seem as if they were not in particularly well off from what you can make out. So you assume that most of them came from the first tier underneath the tree. As you make your way back to the cave, the green kind of phosphorus moss illuminates what's behind in this previous chamber, and as you look forward, you see thousands of little, like, yellow, cylindrical, sphere-like things.
Eggs.
As you look closer, you can see kind of like kind of this cocoon-type web material kind of spread across as you guys found a nest of eggs. As you can see, some of them you can see through some of them as they're in a higher, at a farther rate of gestation, and they are like almost see-through. You can see little baby cryptics.
Well, we
Growing
should
inside.
burn them.
Yeah.
These need to be
The time
destroyed.
has come for fire.
Again.
You also see towards the back of this cave system, you see a light bit of kind of like red glowing light. You can't quite see what it is at this distance.
Should we?
Like behind the eggs.
Like back towards the back the back part of the cave. You see kind of like a glowing red something. You don't know what it is.
Should we go see what that red light is before we set this all afire?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so as you guys make your way kind of carefully around the eggs towards the back of the cave, seeing a good 50, 60 eggs kind of laid out, you find out at the back of the cave there's a small kind of like pool of lava that's growing, that's giving it quite a bit of heat. Now that you've seen this, you kind of notice that it's been steadily getting warmer as you guys have made your way deeper inside. And you see, like as you're looking at this, you see the charred remains of some like wood roots, almost like as if the tree accidentally found this pocket of molten lava. Who knows where it came from? And kind of shied away, which created this large cavern.
Huh. Is that normal in the Dawnwood? Is there like volcanic activity in the area? Is this unusual?
Oh, okay, you're asking me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yep.
Roll me a nature check, please.
Okay. Oh,
Nice.
look at that!
Hey!
Yeah, that's the natural 20.
So the natural 20.
You know everything.
There's my one for the day.
The Dawnwood isn't known for its activity. There is, you know that there is areas that have lava pits. In particular, other parts of the Dawnwood, specifically the town whose name I have on
Mootop?
hand. No.
Oh.
Stonewind is known for its forging because of its underground lake and also some lava flows that feed into said lake. There is one active volcano that you know of in the Dawnwood, not nearby, but lava isn't necessarily strange.
Okay.
So part of like the planar shift when the Dawnwood was brought to where it was brought, it picked up some extra stuff along the way. So it's kind of shifted the natural landscape.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess we should deal with these eggs and then get out of this place.
Do you think we should just try to throw them in the lava instead of just burning them?
I mean, we could.
Considering
probably-
the spells I have prepared, it's probably our best option.
I could set them on fire as well. I have fire.
That would have been useful earlier.
Well, I thought my effectiveness would be better with my bow.
I said I got oil all over the big bad guy. So
Yes, and you did a very good job in doing
While they're
that.
arguing, I start picking up eggs and chucking it into this little
Okay, so you start chucking the eggs in the fire. As they hit the fire, they kind of bob for a second, and they start. And kind of like a gust of fire kind of pops up. So I'd say sure enough, after a little while, you guys are able to kind of take care of all the. They're kind of gross and slimy, and some of them kind of stick to your hands. So you try to throw them off.
Great.
lovely. Just want to dip my hands in the lava to get it off.
Okay.
Do not like slimy things.
That's 18 d10s.
Just lose.
I actually
the
have an
hands.
improvised damage chart that gives me. I love this. This is first and foremost right here, easy to figure out. Anyway.
I think instead of touching them, I'm just gonna stab them and just kind of chuck them in or something like
So as you stab some of them, you hear
Gross.
throw them into the fire. Into the burning fire! And you guys are eventually able to clear it out.
The ring of fire.
I'm just gonna double check that we got all of them.
Okay, so roll a perception check for me.
That's a 21.
So the 21, you don't notice any more eggs. You also notice if you look off to the side of one of the sides of the chamber, you notice seems to be kind of a silver lump.
I will go investigate it.
Okay, so as you make your way closer, you seem to be kind of actually a reinforced chest. It's got covered in bite marks and stabs, but it wasn't quite able to pierce through it, and it just kind of seems like they cast it aside and left it in here.
Can I open it?
You tried, and it seems like it is locked.
Hey, Daff, open it up.
Okay.
She's just
Sure, I
kind
think
of
Daff
like,
has thieves' tools.
He does.
can
So
I see?
roll a d20 for me.
Question, is there light in this area?
Light? Yeah, you guys have that moss.
19 plus whatever it is that he needs.
Yeah, he opens the chest. So
Like a
as-
baby's face.
As Daff kind of goes over and he
Saw it in a movie.
Okay.
as he kind of like
It's actually talking about somebody opening up a safe really easy.
he goes, it's like, oh, I could take care of this. Ah, easy. And he kind of like he opens up the chest, and as you look inside, you see what seems to be kind of like a pouch. What seems to be a few gems. You see a couple diamonds. You also see.
You take the diamonds, please.
He also seems to be 30 silver and 60 gold pieces. And lastly, because I don't have it pulled up, I need to go find it real quick.
Pip looks at you two and says, you should take the money. You need better paying jobs.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say no, but also, we came to you asking for help and you helped us. You should definitely be compensated for this.
We also aren't in the crossing guard business for the money. It's for the honor and for the protection of the people.
Something like that, yeah.
You still need more money.
To be fair, they're both kind of loaded.
I have 1,000 gold, 1,188 gold
So,
pieces.
You,
Oh my
you
gosh.
also see
More money than any child should have.
you also see
Yes.
3 potions in there that kind of have like a red tint to them, and as you pick them up, they have like a kind of a radiating heat. It's not like burning you hot, but it is warm.
Potion of lava making.
So I'm going to... You need to work on your enunciation. I know that you tried to say lava, but we heard potion of lovemaking. I want you to know.
Yep.
That's why Ben's laughing right now.
It's just a softly burning heat.
So I'm going to...
that would be useful.
Well, they were potions of lava making, but now they're potions of love making. Okay.
So I'm going to pick one up and ritually cast Identify.
Okay, so it
Oh my god.
it does take a little bit.
Yep.
But as you cast Identify, you do recognize they're all kind of the same potion. You can kind of tell. And after your 10 minutes are up, you notice that they come across and they come up as potions of fire breath.
Ooh.
So you drink a potion and you can use a bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you. They take 4d6 fire damage on a successful hit, and half that on a failed save.
Look at that, an ability to create fire.
Seems like it could be useful.
You notice that they're resonating like a pleasant heat. I'll have to find it later, love. I'm sorry.
I have to use the bathroom, so I'll be back.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And that is what you find.
We will take these if you have no objections.
I have no objections at all. Take whatever you want.
I can create fire on my own, so you should have it.
Alright. So you guys are here in the... I don't know why the music changes something like this. Give me 1 second. You guys are still in the cave.
The computer heard potion of lovemaking and it's just like, all right,
yeah.
Bower music.
I got this. So yeah, you guys are now here in the cave. You've got your loot. What would you guys like to do?
I think it's time to get out of here.
Assuming we are done, we've killed all the beasts.
Yeah, I mean, do we have any way of knowing?
Well, you guys did have other paths you didn't traverse.
Shut up, Shane.
I would say if you guys want, you can. If you guys want to roll an investigation, I'll roll investigation and check the rest of the kind of like the tunneling part of the cave.
Sure.
All right.
All of us?
I think Daffodil might have the best investigation, actually.
Daft's investigation is +4.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's...
that's better than mine.
Oh, I'm +5.
Oh, well, there you go. Then you're checking.
Yeah.
Say Daffodil's gonna help you, so you can roll advantage.
Okay. 15.
15. You make your way through, and as you're checking the other paths, like you see the remnants of these creatures, but you from what you can ascertain, it seems like whatever was left came in to kind of free the Hive Lord once they realized that they were under attack.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
you have the sense that maybe the Hive Lord wasn't at full strength
That is
because of
okay.
your fast acting.
So that's very good. You know, I don't know if I feel better or not, knowing that this was so much larger of a problem than just one Kruthik that we let through.
Well, now we're heroes, Lynn. I mean, we came
Yeah.
here on a simple mistake of your making and ended
Right.
up saving this entire city.
Yeah. You know, good. I'm not sure good outweighs bad, but
If
you know,
we-
something good was done here today.
If we hadn't
and
gotten
I'm
here-
happy about that.
When we did, those eggs would have hatched in days, probably, and then the whole city would have been taken over.
Yeah, those things were definitely eating people.
Yeah. So, I did good.
Yeah, yeah, you did.
And you were all there, too.
Yeah.
Of course, anyone you try to tell about your exploits, you will need to preface with the fact that you were chasing a creature that you allowed to pass into this world.
Yeah.
I suppose
Yes.
you'll have to
I
weigh
know.
the pros and cons.
And we
Right.
allowed it into this world so that it may lead us to its brethren.
That's not at all what happened.
So you had foreknowledge.
Well, the people won't know that.
Yeah.
And it was really Lynn's fault, if I'm being honest. But, I mean, I assume I share some blame. I let my guard down and...
It seems like a safe assumption.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this particular story quiet. Although, by all means, feel free to let people in this city know that the danger has been removed. I'm sure they'll be very relieved. Or maybe terrified if they suddenly figure out how much danger was lurking just right below them. But maybe they'll feel relieved.
I don't see why this should become widely known.
Alright. That sounds great to me.
Alright. So this we say you guys can make your way out back towards the arena. As you make your way out towards it, you like at the entrance you kind of see Forbes sitting there with a team of guards and some of his champions. Kind of waiting to see what's gonna happen. And he
Waiting to
goes-
see if we come out alive. Some boyfriend, damn.
yeah.
So he heads out and he says, "Oh, you guys made it back. I was just about to send these people in to check on you. You've been gone for quite a while. Is the problem taken care of?"
Yes.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it actually is.
Wow, I knew you could handle it. I was getting a little concerned. You've been in there for a little while, but I'm saying the job well done. You newcomers as well. I am familiar with their talents and know they're quite capable, but it's good to see there are other capable people in this world. If you're ever interested in fighting in the pits, please come back and see me.
Oh.
So like this glint in his eyes, he's kind of sensing some way to earn some money. But I will have my men seal this back up immediately. Is there anything else we should be concerned of in that area?
If you're ever tempted to search back down that way, there is lava.
Lava.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Maybe we'll explore that before we seal it back up. Maybe there could be some potential business uses from that. But I am glad, and he kind of walks over to you, Faye, and he kind of grabs your hand and he kisses it to see you back.
Your concern is touching.
Yes.
Being honest.
I'm just glad to see you back safe. And you too, Pip.
Yeah. Thank you.
Says, now, is there anything else I can do for you? You're hungry or need some drink or food?
Well, we have a long journey ahead of us back to the crossing guards. I would say no to some food.
Oh, where's
Before we're
that?
off.
Where's that at? So we can go and visit.
It's about 3 days travel in whichever direction it's in.
It's kind of like a north, slight eastern direction. You're able to communicate where your basically your general location is.
Yeah.
It's kind of you guys kind of follow like you guys trek through the woods, but there's a small kind of road that jumps off the normal road that heads up towards the small village outside of where the crossing is.
Alright.
So
Yeah, I mean, by all means, come and visit sometime. Yeah.
Oh, I think we will. Won't we, Faye?
It's very possible.
Especially since I need to go and talk to the leader
Yes,
Yeah,
you
it's
can
about
come
his
see
branding.
the finest crossing guards in action.
Fast
Not
forward, you
crossing
guys are
guards.
sitting in chairs playing solitaire. No, just kidding.
I mean, that's most of it.
So perfect. We'll have a feast. And he kind of nods at his guards and stuff and sends them into the cave system to go start looking. Like you get the sense that he was actually roll an insight check for him. Since you are
My
romantically
good
antagonistic.
Does that count?
That I made a choice.
I'm counting it. It's pretty good. What is it? Insight?
Yeah,
Just decided to just jump right on top of that other one.
23.
23. You get the sense he was actually preparing to send his men down. He was trying to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. He didn't want you to feel like he was worrying too much, but he was generally concerned
Play it
that
cool,
wanted to send
Forbes.
people down. So, but now he sent them down to kind of like double check and clear out the cave and see what business uses they have. And he now sent for you guys to have a meal. So we'll say you're able to have a wonderful feast. Plenty of food and drink that you can handle. You guys have a wonderful evening as the day kind of like cycles back to normal morning time. So
It's alright, because we're all going to go back to the hotel and sleep 18 hours, so we'll be back to the normal after that.
that's fine. So with that, you guys can head out of there and head back into the hotel. And what would you guys like to do?
A very long rest.
Yeah.
You guys gonna take a long rest as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys all make it back to the inn, and you all take long rests. So you wake up to the smell of a wonderful smelling breakfast. Is because you guys kind of slept a little extra because of the tough fight. You guys kind of almost back on a normal schedule. You guys wake up, the sun's shining. There's bacon smell in the air with food and things. You guys.
That was me.
Okay. I was like, that was a really high pitched noise. Like, what was that? Yeah, so you guys all make your way downstairs and can have a good breakfast.
Alright.
So, and have any discussions you like to have before we continue on.
I know Pip normally would, but at the moment I just can't think of anything. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So, what do you plan to go on to next for your adventures?
Well, we have to hit all the major cities.
Nope, I did not put a map in yet.
We've yet to hit.
No, I haven't. I'm still filming it.
Yeah, but
I'm procrastinating.
I
We have to hit Stonewind,
thought I was going
Pinehorn. Have we already hit Donpod?
No, Don Pot is next.
And we're gonna go to Donpod next.
Oh, what are you planning to do in these cities?
Well, we have a mission.
Oh,
Distributing a certain book to associates of our old master.
Yes.
And just generally being heroes along the way.
We try.
If it comes to that.
It always comes that way.
I'd say we just happened to stumble into some adventures.
No, they stumble onto us.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, I'm really glad that we ran into you all and that this all worked out so well. I feel like, and I would never say this, but if we'd gone down together, we probably would have both been eaten.
I think that your assistance was nice.
I think your assistance, Bo, was nice too. And yours was very nicely.
It was certainly an illuminating experience.
Literally, sometimes, yeah.
Still with that creepy cave music.
Oh, that's fair. It's good. I can switch into the lighthearted stuff. I was caught up.
Burst through the floor of the inn.
So if you guys want to try to visit us or have any other things that you need to like see if you lose another creature or something, we're gonna be in Donpod next.
Well, if we do lose another creature, we'll make
try-
sure to send it your way.
That's
Yeah.
very kind of you to say.
And if you want to become a crossing guard, I think you have a lot of potential, little one.
I actually turned that down before in my hometown. Thank you.
Why would you turn down such a noble profession, Min?
I told you in my town it's not noble.
I simply can't believe that.
Well, they're doing plenty of noble and amazing things already.
Yes,
Solving
but
murders,
they-
eradicating dangers.
Crossing
Whatever
guards
else
back
you've
in
been
my
doing.
home was busy roads. They went out in the middle of busy roads and had a little sign that says stop. So they let children cross the road.
Did it
So
have
they-
anything to do with passages into the Feywild at all?
No, just
No.
crossing a road.
so
Oh.
they save children from certain death.
No.
No. They just tell people who are walking or driving or being really reckless to stop and wait.
Carts.
They direct traffic. All that Mapleton traffic.
It's a
that we have.
cultural thing, I guess.
Yes,
Mhm.
the really busy turtles. Super useful. Very prestigious.
Of course. Well,
He doesn't understand. What's the word, Faye? What am I looking for?
Facetiousness.
Yeah, that word. Thank you.
right. Well, I know many words, so I understood what you said.
I don't know if he understood what I said, Faye.
I wish I didn't.
Well, you're very smart, Faye. And Linda also seems very, very smart. Maybe not the most brave, but very smart.
Eat your breakfast.
I pretend I can't hear.
That's fair. So, with that, you guys
seems
are.
too brave, but not
I'm
very
just gonna
smart.
pick up her bowl of whatever and just like make a mess.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
I'm probably distracted by like something. Not listening to them.
I'm gonna start a food fight in the hotel. This is gonna be great.
Ooh, be fun.
Saving throw.
9.
Yeah, you covered in porridge.
I'm gonna hand her a napkin.
Kevin, you're supposed to put your food in your mouth. I don't understand children.
So, with that, you guys are able to finish up your breakfast.
I don't understand grown-ups.
You have any last, like, kind of parting
I know.
words before you guys head off on your journey back to your job?
Well, if we're heading out, it's been... You know, I'm not going to say that it's been fun. Parts of it have been fun. Parts of it have been terrifying.
I've had fun pretty much the whole time.
Oh!
I believe that.
Could you journal some of your adventures so that when we meet up we can like compare adventures and see which one was the most adventurous?
Well, Lynn is already in the process of writing me several songs about all of my feats.
I
So-
certainly am.
I'm sure this one will be on the list.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean like, Bo, you should write down some adventures that you have done or things you have protected or whatever the thing.
I'm
that
sure
you
they will
say
be in
you
the
do.
songs.
Yes. I also have a very extensive journal.
Yes, that. I have one too. It's not as good writing, but I can read it sort of.
Yeah. Well, we can compare adventures.
Yeah.
So, with that, you guys finish saying your goodbyes. And, kind of have
Kit
a...
hugs both of them awkwardly.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. You give them both awkward hugs. You guys,
With Bo, she like squeezes a little too tightly. Like trying to show her strength. Like I am stronger than you.
I will not understand the challenge
that's fine.
and just squeeze back as hard as I can.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just like, oh wow, a nice hug.
Yeah. You guys are having, like, an impromptu squeezing contest. But, so yeah, hugs are exchanged. Goodbyes are met. You guys then kind of say your farewells and head out of the city, making your way back towards your home. Not really home, but you're coasting.
Bye.
So,
Bye.
having...
Like continues to wear until she can't see you anymore.
Mhm.
Just like
Until you like hop off the edge of the tier.
So, you guys have taken care of the issue, and go back hopefully to find nothing's changed.
Hopefully.
Mhm.
So you guys make your way back towards it, and you guys see as they head off. and a new day awaits you. And that will be where we'll end for this evening. So.
Clapping for ourselves.
Yeah.
Everybody else is silent. I'm like,
Ah.
Genteel golf claps.
Mhm.
Me.
Yay!
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yes. It'll have to be pretty soon when we bump into them again.
Yeah, we'll see.
You can learn to be crossing guards. Yay!
So,
Maybe.
well, thank you guys so much for joining. That was a lot of fun. It was awesome having you guys here. That was, I think, a fun little grouping. So,
Yeah, this is good.
we'll definitely have you guys back for some future sessions, hopefully. So, I say hopefully. I will plan to have you guys back, depending on how we can figure it out. So,
Pip will walk there if she has to. Grab
Never
Lynn
pass
and
down
Bo.
an opportunity to be
That's-
obnoxious.
That's what we did. We walked there.
so it's fair. So,
Pip will drag you guys if she has to.
but that was a lot of fun.
Do it.
So, that being said, I think it was a good episode. But thank you guys so much for joining us on stream. We love having you here. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you guys as well. We're so glad you came back to watch our episodes and get caught up. If you enjoyed our guests, please leave some comments in YouTube or Facebook or social media. Tell us how much you loved having our guests here. We love hearing from you guys. We don't have a lot of following on our social media at this time, but let's start building it up and be able to talk to you guys. And
Please.
so,
When we get super famous, we'll be able to say you guys were there.
we'll remember your usernames forever. Trust me, we will. It's on the YouTubes forever. But you guys are so much awesome. Thank you for watching us. We really appreciate having you here. With that, we will see you here next week, Monday nights at 6:30 here on Acadia RPG. Thank you and have a good night.
Bye.